fixed on my heart. When we stop this bed, all we needed was a let. Years gone by, I tell deep kicks a mess. When I'm in reach, you're hidden stage. I don't mean rushing from my fence, and I say we're still kicking ass. Say, ooh, ah, kicks down my heart, hope it never stops. And think we did all of this to kicks down my heart, give it a sigh. Whoa, yeah, baby. Whoa, yeah, kicks down my heart, hope it never stops. Whoa,
How's it going, everyone? Hope everyone's having a fantastic 4th of July. Mine was pretty hype. I celebrated the day before, though. Went over to my mom's, did some fireworks, had sliders. Unfortunately, I couldn't have barbecue because I busted my teeth pretty badly recently, and had to get them put back in position. I'm not going to get into the details of it because it's kind of pointless. But yeah, just had to Invisalign some shit back into place. And so wasn't down for barbecue, which was a bummer because my brother was coming over and he was ready to do it, and I said, sorry bro, I can't eat it. And he brought it anyway and ate it in front of me, so that was fun. But I saw that DSP's Investment Day is a complete smashing success. Extremely lame. Every time I checked in, he was either being an asshole, being a clown, or not there. And that really tells you everything you need to know about Darkside Phil. That's your sampling size, I guess. You've heard of Planet Mecha Ninja, but what about Planet Rocket Rock? Ooh, that's a good one. Oh man, and they have the BBC rockets too. Shit. You kind of want to avoid that airspace. There's a lot of busting and robusting. Full-blown money counting stream. Disgusting, man. Disgusting. Lame as hell. And he kept wearing goofy gimmicks and get-ups and whatnot, which could be funny. Everything that DSP could do well, or could be funny, except he's not the guy to do it. It'd be an interesting thing to do if someone wanted to do a stream. Every time DSP streams, do a stream afterwards doing your version of that stream. And, replicate all the things such as wear the clown outfits, wear all this and whatnot, and treat it 100% seriously. But at the same time, do it well. It'd be kind of interesting to constantly defeat him as he's streaming. Oh man, he would get so pissed about that, but then what could he get pissed about, right? It's not like we're stealing his content, we're stealing his approach and doing it better. I'm doing great, Little Shadow. I got my booze and I'm ready to watch Rainbow Six Siege. So we get 2 doses of Rainbow Six Siege. But before I get into that, I got some announcements, everyone. Next Friday, we've got a double feature going green. We're going to have one on Friday night and Friday night and Saturday morning. I had my dates all mixed up. Friday night, Saturday morning. Friday night, we have Lechero coming on, and we're going to be watching Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. Fantastic choice. And then Saturday, we have Mr. Ludacris joining us, and he wanted to watch quite possibly the most important playthrough that DSP's ever done. The one that is what gave him trillions of fans. And that is Heavy Rain. So I hope you guys are stoked as I am. I'm pretty hyped. I hope I'm going to be alright during the second one. I might die. Yeah, we'll see. And hope you're all hyped as well. And but for today, we've got Rainbow Six Siege. And Rainbow Six Siege is confusing to me because there's actually 2 playthroughs, or 2 playlists anyway. He played the beta, and then he played the main release game. Both of these, he barely really played that much at all. So we might have to watch another one after all this. And that's quite compelling, because he was ready to be done with this game pretty fast. What was the other one that people voted on? L.A. Noire. Yeah, L.A. Noire was the other one people wanted to see, maybe. So if we have time, we'll watch those ones. And I'm gonna get buzzed. I'm not gonna get drunk on stream again, but I might get buzzed.
Side Phil here, and as you can see, we're trying to get into the Rainbow Six Siege beta, which I received the code for on the PlayStation.
And this is called Q&A with Stream Chat Begins. Stupid beta. Also, this is quite wild. It's 14 minutes, and it's a Q&A. Now Q&As last all day, so at least we got some Q&A, idiot. I wonder, well, he might be being facetious. I wonder Star Wars Battlefront, I wonder, comma, Star Wars Battlefront, comma, is going to be on a beta, comma, I like to see, and comma, here, Phil gameplay, comma. I just made him extra stupid. Man, I'll tell you, you are the funniest guy. Your videos are awesome, and your commentary is second to none. Look at all those exclamation marks. He clearly means it. Phil, you better be drunk in Fallout 4. No, but he does manage to dodge a wedding. I think this is a bit sad, but I've never watched Star Wars, only seen parts of the movies. Okay, goodbye. Nice, look like Payday. Okay, you're blind. I came to watch Rainbow Six Siege, not questions and answers. Uh-oh, we got some replies here. It says Q&A in the title. Part 4 is the first gameplay. What? Never mind, I was wrong. We got quite a bit of Q&A, huh? Well, it's part of the experience, I suppose.
Thanks to a few different viewers.
This is from 2015, so I guess 2015 is when it came out.
As you can see, it's not working out too well.
Damn it!
We are just sitting here waiting. It's now been about 20 minutes, and we haven't gotten it. Actually, 15 minutes, and we haven't gotten into anything.
And I got someone who might swing by if they're feeling up for it. If they're not, it's cool. Reached out to him, said he wanted to show up. He said, easily, maybe. So
answering some questions, and I figured I would record this for YouTube since some
people record this for YouTube. This is the quality content. This is where it all started.
Just sitting here doing nothing and putting out nothing.
I'll just make content of me being upset.
So here we go. I'm gonna restart this, but as I do, there was a question in the stream chat. Someone asked me, even though obviously I haven't played it yet.
Happy 4th to Len and the chat.
Thank you very much, Konoma. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are all being safe and fun this 4th of July. I was feeling pretty sad because I was feeling nostalgic about how my dad and I used to do fireworks. He would get a bunch of fireworks and he would go up to the dollar store and buy action figures and buy micro machines and buy cars and stuff. And if it was really special, he would build some ramps out of cardboard or what have you. And then what we would do is we would put fireworks, bottle rockets and fountains and shit in the back of cars. We would drill a hole in it, put fireworks in there, and launch the cars forward. And that's why we had the ramp. But then we would also blow apart the action figures. So my dad was Sid from Toy Story. In case you guys were wondering whatever happened to that dude. Thank you very much, Konoma. I appreciate it.
What do I think about Fallout 4? Do I think it could be a Game of the Year contender for me? I mean, obviously.
Fallout 4, how'd that game turn out?
Fallout is one of my favorite game series of the last console generation. Between Fallout 3 and
my dad's cool.
Vegas, I mean, those were outstanding games. And
my mom would always get so pissed and nervous. And rightfully so, because I was a clumsy little idiot.
I love the new stuff they add. Let me put it this way. All the stuff I saw at E3, the new customization, being able to call in these helicarriers, all this.
I think he ended up hating all of this stuff, by the way.
E3's coverage looks amazing. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to translate into a great game. You know?
It looks good, but I think we should all be
As
negative.
much of a fan that I am of
Granted, he
Fallout
kind of
series,
is
I don't
right,
wanna
but
get my hopes
it's
up.
a negative way to look at life.
Play the
I'm
game,
excited,
man,
but it
really
might
doesn't
totally
have the
suck shit.
potential and the hype that I put behind it.
Maybe.
So,
But you could
I'm
say that about
looking forward to it,
anything.
Yes, but I'm also not going to be getting.
Did you get an
ahead
A
of
certification?
myself.
No,
Yeah,
those are
game of
really
the year,
prestigious.
no, you know.
They only
I'll
have
say
maybe
what we
9
got,
or
but
10 of
I'm
them
excited for it. I'm
in
definitely
the entire
excited for
world.
it, and I think I'm gonna guess.
Nah,
I could be
DSP, you
wrong.
don't think. You
I'm
liar.
gonna
Hey, how's it going,
assume that it's
Belfort?
Probably gonna be my best playthrough of the year. Because, you know, I love those open world exploration games. People love the commentary. It's gonna be fresh. I've never played it before. I'm probably gonna get lost and fuck certain things up.
You've never played Fallout 4 before,
And,
the game that hasn't been
You know,
released
I
as of
think
this
people
video.
want to see, a lot of people said the reason that we know Darkside Phil is that Fallout 3 playthrough he did so many years ago. I think that it's going to be an awesome event. It's going to be like every day I'm going to get up like, I get to play Fallout 4 today. And I get to jump on stream and people are going to be excited to watch me play. I love that feeling. I love that feeling of excitement behind something, you know? Like,
He's excited
a
for
big
something.
event
Too bad he's not
feel.
excited about the
That's
game
what
he's
I'm getting
playing.
around Fallout 4. Like, I really think it's going to be great. So,
Oh, there's another one. Fall Gout.
alrighty then.
Are you going to set off fireworks? I set off some at my mom's house last night. I celebrated yesterday.
Someone says, Da Rose asks, have I considered doing a series where I play shitty games while drunk? Well, the
No,
thing
that would be
is, as
fun.
you guys and gals know,
No.
I have a streaming schedule, right?
Oh, okay. God
And
damn it.
Except for like special midnight releases, I usually stream around, 1 p.m.-ish my time for around 3 to 4 hours, and I have dinner. And then after dinner, I stream for another two hours or so. And that's like normal hours. The thing is, for me to be drinking at that time, I'd be like drunk during the day, which is so bizarre. For me, drinking is a nighttime thing. It always has been. I would never... It's rare when I would have like drinks during the day. For me, it's like you go out to a bar or a
DSP, keep
restaurant,
going.
you have a drink. You're at home and
I'm a little
you
confused
have a
by that
drink,
logic
relax.
because
That's how it's been for me. I've
you
never been
work
like,
out of the
"Oh,
home,
it's midday,
DSP.
time for a
It's
drink."
not as though you have
Yeah,
a
I mean, I'm
job
not
you have
saying
to go
there's anything wrong
to.
with that, but for me, it's kind of bizarre.
Hell yeah,
So if I
Belfort.
were
It
to
was
do
hype.
a actual series where it was like filled drinks, it would have to be something that I schedule special, so that's at least at night. So if I drink, I can
God.
go to sleep afterward. But in
This guy
addition
has
to
a
that,
real problem with chaos.
I don't drink as much as I
And it's
used
not
to.
even chaos. It's,
You know,
hey,
because I
would
had
you
some
get
health
drunk and
issues
play
this
bad
year.
games?
I still drink. I just don't drink. as
Drinking
much
during the
as
day? I'd have to schedule it. What do I do?
Than something that I couldn't do it daily. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could get drunk right now and play games. It's a
Yeah.
non-issue. He's scared of shit. What's he scared of? Is he scared that he's going to
Katie
get
is
drunk
asking
and
me,
Panda
I'm
Lee's going to
addressing
have
the
a,
stream
you
chat, by
know,
the way. Katie
an arm
is
fall
asking,
off and
am I looking
he has to
forward
drive her to the
Black Ops
hospital
3
while
and being
drunk?
a
That would be
multiplayer
great
now, really?
content. Bring your phone
Yeah.
and stream it.
If you don't know, this year Black Ops is being made by.
So you guys might be wondering why all these paramedics are here. Well, you will believe it. I was driving drunk, but not like that drunk, just a little drunk, and I got launched out of the windshield. Now, you might be wondering, what does that mean? Well, there's a thing on the car called the windshield. I know, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't shield anything. That's like Dark Souls. The paramedics are strapping his ass down because he keeps swaying back and forth.
Coruchado is what he goes by when we do co-op. And he's a big fan. We're like, wow, we are really excited this year for the Call of Duty stuff. We're going to do several days of it probably. Where every day for a few days we'll be playing co-op. And I'll also be doing the multiplayer. It's going to be exciting. I'm fun.
I bet John's going to get hyped as hell, man. All right.
I see a few people are asking me about what do I think about Tony Hawk, which I'll be playing this
I don't really like the
Tony
guy.
Hawk Pro Skater
I was
5,
expecting him to say
whatever
that.
it's called.
I don't really know him. He
I
thinks
really
he's
don't
so
have an opinion on
cool.
it, 'cause I haven't played a Tony Hawk game since part 1 and 2 in the 1990s. That's how old that game series is. The fact that they're bringing it back is just so bizarre
Whoa.
to me.
That was an intense
You know,
act.
It's so bizarre that after such a long downtime, they would bring it back out of nowhere. It's not like, skateboarding has suddenly grown in popularity. If anything, it's actually reduced in popularity greatly.
That's true. My stocks in
And
skateboarding went down
I
right
wonder
around this
why the
time.
hell this year they brought it back. If anything, the reason I'm playing Tony Hawk, number one, is for variety.
Why would you do things that are no longer popular?
And number
That's
two,
stupid and crazy and wrong.
because,
By the way,
face
I'm a
it,
streamer.
It's so bizarre. It's such an
I'm a
oddity.
gameplay
I have to check out
streamer.
this oddity. Why does it exist?
I guess that's always been irrelevant, but this kind of way is
Why
stupid.
does it exist?
Dumb guy on the camera? Never mind, I'm a dumb guy on the camera. Forget it, ESP. My criticism meant nothing.
That's why I'm trying it out. Yeah, Tony Hawk is 47 years old.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm sure he's skating on a daily basis.
He probably, actually. Well, just because DSP sits in his fat ass in the chair all day doesn't mean other people are doing... Oh, shit!
Chocolate Rampage asks, I ever played...
Oh, shit, my can's got Matrix juice.
And previous...
Oh, that's cool. I've got an optic camo for my head.
Asked me, am I a fan of Star Wars? First of all, yes.
Are you a fan of Star Wars?
I'm a fan of Star Wars.
No, you're not.
I really like the original trilogy, except for parts of Return of the Jedi that
What?
are just silly. But I do
Like what, the
original
Ewoks?
trilogy
Oh, you'll
Star
get over
Wars.
it.
The second trilogy.
You like Jim Henson!
Everyone knows that, but I still think there's moments in Clone Wars. What is it? Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones.
Revenge of the Sith that are pretty good, even though some of them are absolutely god awful. And with the new movies coming out, I mean, it's the perfect
Realistically, Star Wars has always had
I don't know.
a lot of crap content, but I think the difference is that the good content was higher quality and a little bit more plentiful than it is today.
I loved Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, man. Like, they were so much effing fun.
I would love to see old DSP playing Star Wars Battlefront. Little kid DSP playing it, crying at his PlayStation 2.
What the fuck just happened? That's how good those games were. I mean, I'm very skeptical with all the negative press that the Battlefront game has gotten this year.
Oh, DSP, that's negative.
Stages, way less characters, way less content in the game than was in Battlefront 1 and 2, and it seems like it's because they want to do a DLC model where they have only a little content at launch, you get hooked, and then, you know, a couple months later, for $20 more, buy some more stuff.
Right, DSP
So I think
streams.
We'll see. I'm again, it's something I don't like predicting or getting fanboy hyped over stuff. I don't, because
I don't like getting excited. That's what he's trying to say.
Look good.
Why wouldn't you try and get excited for something?
So I don't want to go like,
Also,
oh my god, I'm so excited, and then the game sucks. But I am.
Why? Why don't you want to do that? It's not like people won't respect you.
To play it.
If I say, man, this game's gonna kick ass, I'm so excited for this game, I hope you guys like it, I'm pretty stoked for it, and I play it and it's crap, what are you guys gonna do? Execute me?
Not only can't we create a squad.
Please don't kill me.
Look at this. We can't even get.
Let me die on my own terms.
Look at options. Jesus. This is bad, man. Well.
Phil, we can't trust you as a content creator. You said you were excited for this game and the game sucked. I'm unsubscribing. And I'm not donating anymore. What kind of weird reality does he live in? What kind of reality does he paint people as?
Release extravaganza. A lot of people got to know me for my Fallout vids, and that would be sweet.
Well,
let me put it this way.
You're wrong.
At the very least, I'm going to be playing it whenever it's released. If it's a midnight, if it's 9 p.m.
Why does he have to question everything anyone says?
Yes.
Hey, Phil, I'm excited for this. Well, I'm not really that excited.
Kind of a marathon of it for a day or two. Because I just know I'm going to be so fucking inundated, so immersed is what I meant to say.
He's going to be so
In the universe of
stoked.
Fallout 4, I'm going to want to play this game for like days on end. And it's a shame because I know that Rise of the Tomb Raider comes out that week. And I will be playing that, but it's going to have to wait. I mean, it's going to have to wait at least a day or two because I'm going to want to play Fallout like crazy.
Wings of Redemption is using up all the bandwidth on this game.
But that being said, I mean, anything special? I don't know. We'll see.
DSP doesn't do special things besides being special ed.
How much free time do I
Next
have?
question.
How can I do a special for it when?
Why can't I do anything interesting? I don't know, bro. Why can't you?
Let me put some perspective here.
Oh my god, this dude.
2 weeks before that game
The answer is
out,
always no. We have to
Assassin's
find
Creed
some
Syndicate,
elaborate
Halo
way to
5,
say no.
and
Say
WWE
no.
16 come out. Later that week, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 comes out. So,
DSP is always about telling it like it is. We'll tell it like it is. Say, well, I can't do that because that sounds interesting. It might require some work, and it's also your idea, not my idea. So, no, I'm actually a lazy asshole who refuses to do anything interesting and expect to be paid for it.
Cool Guy says, what is my favorite restaurant in Seattle? See, here's the thing. We haven't actually been to the city heavy urban portion of Seattle more than just a few times.
God, this is so annoying to me on a personal level. This evasiveness of questions. What are you on the stand or something, DSP?
And then
Mr. Burnell, what was your favorite restaurant in Seattle? Well, I've never been in Seattle proper in the urban area, so I can't answer that. Say McDonald's,
and really,
Phil.
Quite honestly, you know, still even living here, have only seen it a few times and certainly have not done everything there. If anything, we've done a few of the big touristy things, like the Space Needle and stuff like that. But
Very
we
good.
didn't do any of the, we haven't said, oh, let's do a foodies tour of Seattle or anything.
Yeah, because you need to do a foodies tour of Seattle to have a favorite restaurant. God, this guy's annoying. He's always been annoying. 2015 annoying.
We live here now. It makes sense that every once in a while, once or twice a year, we'll go into Seattle and we'll check it out.
Answer the question!
I actually said this on the pre-stream today.
It's not Q&A, it's Q&E. Questions and evasion.
For Leanna's birthday, because
Question, Q and R. Question and runaround.
To possibly head into Seattle. And maybe for a couple
It's Q and
days
F.
spend there,
Question and
holiday-related
filibuster.
Stuff they have going on in there. But anyway, I digress. The question was about food, and honestly, I mean, the best food we've had is seafood. We went to a few different seafood.
All right, Long John Silver's, very nice.
The Pike's Place Market that were just really
Oh, never mind.
good.
We go to some prestigious
And,
places, huh? We're too good for Long John
Looking for
Silver's.
good places in the city too.
Does Long John Silver's
But,
even exist? Ours closed down a
like
bunch
I
of
said,
years
we really
ago.
haven't had- It's funny. We moved here.
I haven't eaten at every restaurant in the world, so I can't really say what my favorite. Exactly, because then people are going to come in the stream and saying, "Bode, you said yesterday that your favorite restaurant was, I don't know, Bernelio's. Now you're saying it's this restaurant? We can't trust you anymore. We don't know if you're lying to us or not. You can say your favorite thing, man. No one cares. DSP has that. His other annoying thing that he does is, I'm not in love with it. What are you in love with? Are you in love with anything? I'm not in love with eating Five Guys burgers and fries, but it's good. He acts like a child who's been asked if he likes this girl. I don't like her.
Transformers Devastation. Yeah, I already said
it's a kid, man.
I'm very excited for that one.
I don't like Taco Bell.
Who, if you don't know,
I'm not in love with it. I'm in love with Taco Bell, DSP. If Taco Bell was real, I'd marry it.
They make those over-the-top style combat games, right? And they're doing it. They're making this Transformers Devastation game.
Oh.
And we're very excited. I'm very excited. I love the G1.
What are you doing getting excited? It might suck, you idiot.
I hate to say it, but I really think that the fucking Michael Bay movies have ruined the franchise at this point, which is a shame.
You say that now, but in retrospect, people kind of appreciate them.
Storyline, and then Michael Bay just ran into the fucking.
They are an interesting.
And whoever still goes to
they're an interesting time capsule. Those old Transformers movies.
After the first one, I thought was watchable, and then after that, it was just like.
Because that was Transformers
and
kickstarted a very small
game. I'm gonna be playing
niche aesthetic, and that was Greasy Biker
Next
Hoe.
week there's that.
Megan Fox was Greasy Biker Hoe. That was her whole thing.
I could be wrong here, but I think
that's not true. Technically, Fast and the Furious started it, but it culminated with Transformers. Yeah.
Well, we are not really.
What's your favorite part in the Transformers movies? I think my favorite is when the robot who's the police car is yelling at him. Where are the glasses? Are you ladies, man? What a horrifying encounter.
Well, we're gonna have an extended Q&A session because I have nothing else on the docket to play.
Ah, bummer. Let's play Street Fighter.
So I guess we're just gonna keep trying. I'll keep answering questions. All right.
How's it going, Normal Jinx? All right, next one. Gameplay?
All right, so we're trying again, everyone, and as we try, I'll still answer more stream questions here.
Answer that one for me, Phil. Greasy Biker Hoe. I never found Megan Fox attractive. She's oily.
That's a good question.
It looks like she leaves oil slicks wherever she goes. You could probably track her really easily because there's a slime trail following her.
And then in Fallout New Vegas, the same kind of thing happened. Where I was like, I'm going to do things differently. And then I ended up with energy weapons again by the end of the playthrough. And I also, both times, I ended up with a
I think a giant slug came through here. No, it was
and then I just recently
Megan Fox.
played Fallout New Vegas in the month of August. And I just finished it last week. And that time I did the complete opposite. It was a low speech build, but it was a high resilience, high intelligence, very high melee damage build, right? And when I did that, it worked out well in New Vegas, which I didn't know if it would or not.
Game Master, I appreciated that it was a police car. Because it was something I always had an issue with, even as a kid, was that the Autobots all transformed into civilian vehicles so they could blend in with the environment. They could blend in with civilization to some extent. Whereas the Decepticons always turned into tanks and helicopters. And you really can't blend in with society if you've got a tank there. Imagine the Decepticons were camping out the local Lowe's. You come out of Lowe's and there's a
Also,
tank in the
lot
parking
harder
lot, you're gonna
versus,
think
you know,
something's up.
Typically, energy weapons seem to be like the positive thing.
Mostly you're gonna be looking around for
Well,
Tommy
I don't know.
Vercetti or
Here's the
something.
thing. I don't even want to speculate. The way I like to play games is it just happens, you know? I don't go in with all these preconceived
That was a good one,
ideas and
Roland Jinx.
notions, and
Good scene.
if I overthink it, it tends to not go so well. It's really weird. Here, I'll give you a perfect example.
It's because you're still
Until Dawn,
underthinking it.
okay? This was a game that I knew almost nothing about. All I knew is that it was like going to be like a horror movie, survival horror. It was kind of similar to, say, Heavy Rain, where you could do these choices that could change the...
Are we talking about
raging
Until Dawn?
butterfly path of the game. I didn't even do research into who the cast of the game was. All I knew was Hayden Panettiere was in it. When I played that game, I played it cold. And by playing it cold, I had a completely original and unique experience. It was fun as hell, and people are now telling me that's one of the best playthroughs I've ever done. And that's kind of how
Which
I
one?
like to approach games. This branching butterfly horror, it was almost... I'll give you a perfect example. Overthink it, it tends to not go so well. It's really weird. Here, I'll give you a perfect example. Until Dawn.
Okay, that's what I thought he was talking about. His Until Dawn playthrough is legendary.
You know, what is that? I'd rather have it
What?
original and fun, you know, and not know everything up front, so I'm not spoiled, and I don't, you know.
What a
if I do
unique
research,
take.
well,
I'd
we
rather
know
play things
that the
organically than get
laser weapons
spoiled.
Build and the high intelligence build in Fallout 4 will be the best. So
What?
you should do that. No, I don't want. I want to just do it.
I don't know, man. I like to have
I
everything
just wanna
spoiled
see
and play
what's
like an
going on.
idiot.
So there you have it.
I respect that Peter Cullen refused to do the voice for any sort of parody or stuff like that. It's a bummer, but it is
Starbucks.
respectable.
This is funny. His name's Starbucks. Starbucks says, Phil, you live in Seattle. Do you like the band Nirvana?
No, I don't like anything.
Yeah. And
Oh,
back
never
when I
mind.
was growing up in the 90s, I loved Nirvana.
I actually invented
They were good,
Nirvana.
you know,
And
it
I
was
found
all raging
Nirvana.
It was all about
Unlike
being,
these stupid
this
detractors.
edgy band,
Mired in the
wasn't
swamps
happy,
of stupidity and
they kinda,
unenlightenment.
they weren't about glam or anything like that. That was the thing. The 80s were glam rock. The
I want to
90s
see
were like, get rid of all
DSP
the glam,
grunge rock
like a
DSP.
normal
That'd be awesome.
grungy-looking dude and just play music.
You know, DSP,
Nirvana
Kurt
was one of those
Cobain did
bands
something that
started
maybe
out
you
with
might think about doing
popularity.
yourself,
Not to say
and
they
that
were
is
one of the first grunge bands, because they weren't. But
not
they were
sell
one of the
out.
first ones to
Yeah,
become
there you go.
popular. And I loved it. You know, it Smells Like Teen Spirit, and you know, so many really iconic songs that they put out. I really did like Nirvana, and in fact,
I'm ready to see some Rainbow Six
I believe it was
Siege.
last year we went to the museum here in Seattle, who had a whole Nirvana exhibit, and I loved that exhibit. I thought it was awesome, man.
I'll bet you did. You loved it. Mods, you know what to do.
Oh boy. Well, forgive me, there is a ridiculous amount of questions coming up here.
Ridiculous. 2 or 3.
Have I seen the San Andreas movie, and do I recommend it? No. I haven't seen it yet, but apparently this week in particular, a ton of movies are coming out on demand.
Ooh.
I think San Andreas, Avengers Age of Ultron.
Oh.
There's a horror movie, too, that I can't put my finger on. There's a horror movie. There's like 3 or 4 movies that I want to see on demand.
Man, Avengers have been around
Now,
for a
this
long
week, so I'll
time,
give my
huh?
opinions on Twitter about those as I see them this week. And San
Age of
Andreas might be
Ultron?
one of them.
2015? Dang. Okay. I liked Spider-Man 2, and I liked X-Men 2. Those were my Marvel. And Punisher. Everything Punisher is cool. Even the old janky versions of Punisher is cool. Blade is alright. Blade 1 and 2. Blade 3 sucked because Ryan Reynolds was in it.
I don't. It's just natural like that. I don't.
Oh,
put
yeah,
any
it's
product
naturally
or anything in my
disgustingly
hair.
oily.
It just is like
Speaking
that.
of
Probably
oily
Italian
biker
blood in
hoe.
me. The greasy hair, I know.
Maybe you should wash it, or I don't know, cut it. You should put powder in it.
Well, here's an interesting.
Yeah, X2 kicked ass, man. Nightcrawler's
How do I feel
cool.
about NBA 2K16 being
'Cause he's a
directed by
ninja,
Spike
he's warping
Lee?
around.
I was kind of disappointed after all the hype. Plus, the story doesn't make sense unless you're black. Well, first of all, Spike Lee. Let's be honest here. He was very, very well known and popular in the 80s and 90s for being about that urban African American culture. He wrote about inner city youths, and a lot of his famous movies are about these youths of these really bad areas in the United States, these urban
Like
areas
Renton.
coming up and finding ways either out of that lifestyle, or a lot of the times the movies weren't about that. They were about being stuck in that lifestyle. So if that's what the game is about, the campaign of the game, I think that it might actually be good. However, what we've seen is that really, where has Spike Lee been for the past 15 years? You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. That was kind of moronic, DSP.
Spike TV, who, if you can believe it, when Spike TV, the TV channel launched, he tried to sue them to say that they used his name, and they're using his likeness, and they were like, "What are you talking about?"
Dude, he doesn't know how life
They basically
works.
said, "Who are you?"
What?
He hasn't been relevant in a long time.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is that
Get
a lot of
dunked on by
writing
Darkside
is
Phil,
very,
the
very
forever relevant.
Stereotypical. Yes, he uses a lot of stereotypes in his writings and his movies and his stories.
Yeah, he
I
stereotypes
think it could
people
actually
from
be
Renton as
hilarious, the game,
pig roaches.
and it could also be very interesting.
Well,
And
where's
I
the
think-
Rainbow Six
I don't
Siege,
know.
bro?
Again, I'll reserve my judgment. We're starting it tomorrow. But
Come on, man.
I don't really have a thought either way. You know what I mean? Tomorrow. But I don't really have a thought either way. You know what I mean?
That's a good quote
I
out of
dislike the
context.
guy and I don't like the guy, so we'll see.
I'm not in love with him.
I've been making jokes about
I
playing
haven't
games
sucked
with
his dick or
Spike.
anything. Because, you know, that's how you
Say one is.
gauge how much you like something. Oh, man, that's good stuff, man. I love this Mountain Dew booze. I wonder if I could get a sponsorship from them. Never mind, I've decided I'm already sponsored. Big up, sponsored
Well,
by
this is
Mountain
great. We
Dew.
still have no
Drink it
luck
immediately or I will
whatsoever
get
with
angry.
this Beta. I don't know what's going on. Seriously. I don't think we're gonna
right
do this
now.
Beta today.
Drink it
Doesn't look
right now.
Too promising, does it?
Whatever you're doing, cut it out. Go get some.
Here's a good question that I'll actually answer. It's not really a good question. It's a silly one, but I'll answer it. Holy Mothballs says, do I take anything for my receding hair? Okay.
That is a good
The truth
question.
of the matter of this is, no. First of all, no.
No, you
Nothing
can't.
in my hair at all, and I do. I have white hairs in my beard and stuff.
Oh,
hair
God.
dyeing, and I don't take Rogaine or no, none of that. Okay, nothing. People say oh my God, Phil has a receding hairline. Actually, I don't. But I actually have.
Actually, that's a
receding
lie.
hairline.
It's not true.
My right side of my head has a further back hairline than the left side of my head.
Oh, okay,
not
I see.
receding.
You're not receding, you're
My
asymmetrical.
videos
Oh,
from
I see. That's
2010
less
when I
dumb
first was
somehow.
doing this hairstyle, my hair looks exactly the same.
Mm.
What it is, and this is the honest truth, which a lot
Okay.
of people don't
I'm
know.
ready to listen.
When I was a kid,
Okay.
my mom loved to give me a haircut with a part. And what that means is you have a certain line in your hair where your hair goes pushed to one side in one direction and then on the other side to the other direction. She didn't part my hair down the middle. She always parted it to the side. And because of that, I actually got like a hairline on one side of my head further back than the other because that's where she always put the part.
What was she using, a
So it's
bandsaw
funny
or
because,
something?
Yes, now that I have this hairstyle.
How was she putting it in so
right, where I
hard?
brush back my hair,
Because
you
my
can
mom,
see
well,
my
granted, I
hairline.
didn't get
It's like, wow, he has a receding
my hair
No,
combed
my
as
hair
long
went
as
like
he
that
did.
since
He
I
got
was
it combed
a
up
kid.
until his
It's
wedding.
just that I never had long hair.
But
It's just an
my mom
uneven
always combed
hairline,
my
you know?
hair so that
When
I had a
was,
part in the
all
side.
those years before
I don't
you,
have some
I
sort
had
of
a crew
weird
cut. I actually had a crew cut, very close
asymmetrical
haircut
hairline like he does. What the
from
hell?
When I was the age
That's
of
it.
18,
Linda
until I was
used some
27,
sort of
right?
machete
Right when
to
I
carve it
started
in.
YouTube. If you look at my early days of YouTube from like 2008 to 2010,
I want to see DSP with
I
one of
actually
those
had
black fist picks in his hair. That'd be
that
kind of cool.
haircut style.
Would you
And it
guys
was
be?
later, that I grew in 2010 when I got fired.
Would you
from my
guys be
job, and I said,
bothered
well, I'm gonna
if
grow out my hair
DSP
and see what
came in
happens.
with a
And
FUBU
that's
shirt,
when I started growing it out.
a pick in his
So,
hair,
I don't have a receding
and a
hairline.
grill?
It actually hasn't receded anymore.
Oh, I think it'd
And
be
when I
kind of
started
cool.
growing out my hair, it's just that I have an uneven hairline because I had this part when I was a kid. If you saw the pictures of me as a kid, you would laugh your ass
Let's
off.
see 'em.
It is. It's like a Poindexter haircut. It's
Let's see him.
It's like
Come on, Phil, please. Show me you as a kid.
Anyone ever see the Little Rascals?
Okay.
I know that's really, really old.
Okay, I'm imagining
Anyone's
it.
ever seen the Little Rascals? Okay.
Okay.
Check out the character Alfalfa.
Ah, we already know him. I thought he was going to pick
Without
one of the more obscure
cowlick
ones.
that he has in the back of his head. That haircut with the part on the side is what my mom used to give me when I was a young kid. I
Doesn't
don't
he
know
have
why
a part in
fuck
the
she-
middle? Is it time for me? Not yet. We might get to that later. Let me see Alfalfa. I thought it was in the middle. Alfalfa. Little Rascals. Yeah, well... Okay, it's kind of diagonally off-center. But for the most part, that's directly down the middle. It's not to the side as DSP describes it. Continue, Phil.
Thought it was good looking. When I was a kid, I
Yeah.
had no say in it, right?
Linda thought it was hot. You'll get all the bitches this way, Phil.
Pennies and Hoes. What a name. Pennies and Hoes.
Nice.
This is between Deadpool, Civil War, and Suicide Squad. Which superhero movie do I think will be the best in 2016? Deadpool.
There you go.
I really do think Deadpool.
Damn, you called that
seems
one
like not
right.
only
Shit.
Dead
But
on
even then, that
character,
sucks because it's got
it's gonna
Ryan
have that
Reynolds in
unique
it.
mix of comedy and seriousness to it. You know, action, violence, gore, but also comedy. I think that's going to be great.
What a
Versus
safe
Suicide
ass
Squad,
assessment.
It used to be a super hyper serious movie. That's terrible. Everyone looks like shit in it. And every trailer, the trailer.
I thought the
garbage.
weirdest
The
thing
movie looks
about
like
that
shit.
movie,
Civil
the
War, I don't even know anything about. I haven't seen the
Suicide
trailer. I haven't really
Squad,
been following
was the
it.
weird
I'm
guy
not
who always hung out in the
Deadpool.
back of the shot and went like "Yarr, yarr, yarr, yarr," for the whole movie. I think it was Croc or whatever his name was. I don't even remember much about the movie because it was always on at work and the kids were watching it. But I always remember the guy. "Yarr, yarr." I'm like, what the hell's wrong with this guy back here? He's got something wrong with him?
Asks me, what are my
Yeah, he's
thoughts
got
on
some
Mafia
neurological
3?
damage.
That's another good question.
He donates to Darkseid, Phil. I see.
different
Okay.
from these other Mafia games that have been in the line of games. You know what I mean?
He got beaten up by a radioactive
Simply because it
idiot,
just
and so he
doesn't
turned
seem
into
focused
Idiot
around
Man.
The Mafia. It seems like there is going to be this group of people, but they're not typical Italians.
What if DSP
You know what I mean?
became radioactive and
Character
started
apparently is
biting people?
African-American, people, all different races.
Turn into Phil,
that
man.
are gonna be
Able to
very
beg.
confusing
Get
in
a
the trailer. It's hard to read. What the hell is this
I
game
don't
going to
know,
be about?
something like
you
that.
know? I don't know. I mean,
I like the ninja
again,
lady. She
what-
was
what
pretty
do I
cool in
think? The
Suicide
trailer,
Squad.
it's
but-
confusing. It doesn't mean it's going to be a bad game. It just seems like they're really
It's
veering
really
off the path
dumb.
of the previous Mafia games, which is bizarre since it's been so long since.
I got
Mafia
myself
games
some
did
bud
that.
butts. I'm trying to
But
try.
I
That's
guess
what's
it's
up. I'm
bad.
all out of weed. I don't know where my. I think I had some here somewhere. Mods, you know what to do. Find my weed. Okay. I'm good. Thank you, Phil, for giving me a moment to recover. I appreciate that. You're all right. All right. I give you a lot of
They're
shit,
still
Phil, but
having
let's
no
be
luck.
besties.
We're now trying officially everyone.
Come on, Phil. Let's hang out. You and me.
And we have zero luck here.
I could repair your image, Phil.
Six.
Put your
Zero.
faith in Blast Hard Cheese. Damn it.
Zero luck.
Yo, Rainbow Six Siege kicks ass, man. I love this gameplay. Yo, check it out. You guys want to see something cool? I'm also sponsored by Snickers. But specifically,
At this point,
Russian
I'm thinking maybe I should
Snickers.
just restart my whole console. What is everyone
my
think?
mother-in-law
Not even
brought some of this
trying,
over
not
from
even
Russia.
coming close. I
And
think
see,
we
there's
should
the
restart
Cyrillic and everything.
Shit, man.
Oh, God. So this is,
All right, let's restart. How do I do this?
I apologize for all this
Start the
belching.
console. Let's see what happens.
I'm sorry. If you guys have an issue with it, I will mute the mic. I will.
All right, we're trying this again, everyone, and I'm going to answer some more stream chat questions while we see if this works this time. If not, I'm actually going to take a break, I guess.
Oh shit, there's a phone number I can call. I should call this dude and talk to him in Russian.
Ridiculous, quite honestly.
Russian guy, is your refrigerator
see.
running? Well, you have gout. He hated it. Wait, no, he loved it. You guys want to hear a joke? You guys want to hear a joke?
All
So,
right, everyone, if you
it's a
wanna ask
Russian
more
joke.
questions on the
It's
stream
DSP
chat, you can.
Russian joke.
I'll be trying to get
DSP
here.
was walking
Start
through his
the
gated
console
community
screen
one
for
day.
the match. I'm not optimistic.
And he saw a car that was on fire. So he climbed inside it and died. I don't know why I find that joke so funny. It's a perfect joke. It's a classic
Oh, wait a
Russian
minute.
joke.
Holy shit!
If you tell it to people,
got
they will
it.
laugh. They will like it. They'll think,
I
"Oh,
might
this
be able
guy's
to
all
play.
right."
Hold on, we're excited to bring back Terrorist Hunt Classic.
I like it because it's kind of a DSP
actually
joke.
play,
That is how it would go with DSP. You climb in the car and then die.
Attackers and defenders from
Oh shit, we're playing games! Hell yeah, let's go! Let's do some Rainbow Six Siege. Play with what's his name?
Let's do this.
Wingzo Redemption.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, pick him. He seems cool. Oh, nice.
We don't have enough renown to. I don't have any renown. I can't do any.
No, that's not. That's. I mean, no, you don't. That's correct.
Play. Multiplayer.
All
Wow,
right,
I actually
let's go.
got in. I can't believe it.
Hell yeah. Let's do some gameplay, Phil. I'm excited.
Wow, we're actually gonna get a match.
I don't
Can't believe it,
scam.
ladies and gents. We're gonna get a match of the Rainbow Six beta after almost an hour of trying. Looks like we're gonna get a match. Great. It's about time.
Turn on your headset. I want to hear these dudes, Phil.
It's about freaking time. What do I do here?
DSP, what are your
So we
thoughts
got
on
a squad.
Linguini?
Now it's searching for another squad?
What?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
DSP, talk to your teammates, man. Who knows? They might be cool people. You could do content with them later. PP 2025? Oh man, I love that dude. Foghorn Leghorn? Love that guy. Boy, I said, boy, Phil's as sharp as a bowling ball.
Well, we might not actually be playing. Wow. It looked like we were going to play.
Damn it, we'll never have
Now it looks like
gameplay.
it's
Mods,
searching for player
kill the stream.
and not really working. Huh. Look,
Why did I open this? I shouldn't drink anymore.
it's not working.
Man, if they ever make one of these Mountain Dews that's voltage, it's over for me, man. Voltage was my favorite soda.
Well,
I'm not in
anyway,
love
I
with
was
it.
gonna
Actually, I
answer
am
the
in love with it.
question.
I had
Someone
violent
asked me about
sex
Halo
with
5, a game where it
Mountain Dew
appears that
voltage.
Master Chief may not be the hero.
Yeah, DSP says he's not in love with it. I'm in violent lust with it.
To the squad. I mean, that's a good take. That's
I
a good
booty
piece of
busted
story.
that hot
It's
that
done well,
voltage.
Obviously, it all depends on the execution.
I'm not in love with it.
You know,
Such a
you
moronic
know
statement
what
to
the
say.
execution is going to
What
be.
grown-ass man says, I like this game, but I'm not in love with it?
Online friends, such as my friends.
You got friends?
who are online. Damn, a lot of people are online apparently.
Invite some of these idiots. Let's
It's
go.
not gonna work. I don't think any of them have the beta
Join up.
or are available for it.
I be the baddest.
You know,
Oh yeah,
I
that
don't
dude's gonna
know.
be cool.
It could be good. It certainly could be good. I don't know if it will be good, but it could be a good game. Pretty interesting that you know, they have this co-op campaign again. I like that. I don't know if I'm going to be doing.
I always wanted to
co-op.
play
I'm
Rainbow
gonna
Six
do
Siege,
solo,
but
though.
frankly, I'm terrified. I'm
I don't
gonna
know, I didn't
play it
really-
and
I'll
get
be honest,
bodied
I
and
didn't
peed
really like
on.
Halo 4 that much. I thought that it was not very well done. The campaign was kind of shit. The online was all right. It wasn't. It certainly wasn't as good as the older Halo games.
Oh no, I'm agreeing with Phil. This is bad.
Halo 5. We'll see what they do.
Quick,
I was
to the
not really
escape
impressed
pod.
with Halo 4, if you remember. I didn't think it was a great game. You know.
All right, so let me be the only one. What's a gamer take that you actually agree with on
All right, I guess
DSPs?
we're gonna answer more questions because guess what?
DSP's opinion.
Look, it's not working. This time I got into a squad, but that's it. I can't do anything else.
Life
Oh
is
my
so
God,
hard, Phil.
This sucks. This is the beta. Ugh.
Yeah, Halo 3 kicked ass. Halo
Have I
4
played any Rainbow
smoked
Six
butt.
games before? Yes, I actually played the original Rainbow Six game and its sequel
Ooh.
back on PC.
Damn!
That was quite a long fucking time.
PC
ago.
gamer Phil. All
I
right.
actually played it on a very early
Rainbow
LCD
Six
monitor
Vegas
back
2
when
was the
LCD
best
monitors were
one. I'm not
shit.
gonna hear any
It was really bad.
contradictions.
I played on one. It was funny.
Hit that back button up at the top of your
And,
browser. Rainbow Six
and
Vegas
then I
2
played Rainbow
was the
Six Vegas
best.
2 years back
My favorite part
So.
was that if you had the headset linked
Did I
up
play Vegas? I played
and you
one of them. I don't
talked,
remember which one I
your
played.
character's mouth
I
would
played
move.
one of them.
It looked horrifying.
I don't think we're gonna get into a match. This isn't looking very good. Any updates on me doing a movie review series? It wouldn't
Never.
Be, first of all, it wouldn't be a movie review series. at
First of all,
That's not what
contradiction.
I would
First of all,
be. It would
dismissal.
be
First
a
of all,
series where I
deflection.
talk about like popular movie or movies that I have in my collection, stuff like that.
It's never really ended up
And
happening.
no, right. I mean, right now I have no plans, simply because I don't really even have.
I'm not sleeping. I'm resting my eyes. I'm waiting for something to happen on this shit. How's it going, soldier?
Gaming season. And
Big ups. Happy
as
4th
know,
to you
I'm
as
trying to
well.
raise money to get a better camera and stuff for series.
It's realistic
like
the
that.
fact that
Right
your
now,
body
I have
just
a crappy
drops if you
camcorder.
die.
It's terrible. Doesn't look good at all.
If
And
you
my
died in
camera
2, yeah.
dies out after
Rainbow
like
Six
10,
Vegas
15
2 was the
minutes of filming.
best.
I can barely even make a review these days.
I liked
So,
the
in that
multiplayer
regard,
a
no,
lot,
I have
man.
no plans
I
to
like
do
that you could
movies
shoot
anytime
through
soon.
doors.
If I can maybe next year.
My buddy and I would post up at a door, and he would have the good headphones. He had the good Turtle Beaches. I didn't have those. Oh, excuse me. Remember Turtle Beach? Hell yeah. He had the Turtle Beaches. And so he would post right there next to the door, and I'd be right there with him, and he would hear it and say, all right, fire now, and we'd gun down the door and take out a couple of the enemies. It was cool as hell. Sometimes we hit teammates, but oh well, it happens.
Earth is going. I give up. This
Yeah,
is trash.
giving up kicks ass, Phil. I tend to give up a
now.
lot.
What happens now? It puts me back to this menu at least. I guess we'll try again, and if that doesn't work, we'll try whatever this terrorist hump mode is. Let's try this again now.
I should play that game sometime. Rainbow Six Vegas 2. I still have it up for 360.
Says, what is better, Fallout
Man,
or BioShock?
Xbox really has fallen
that's a
hard,
very
man. I've been seeing this
subjective
news
question.
about them
People
firing a
argue
shit ton of
points
people
on
and
either
closing a bunch of
side.
studios. Remember when
You know,
Xbox
based on their
360
own
was the
personal
king,
opinions
man?
and such.
PlayStation
I'm
3
fan
put
of
up a
both
good fight, but
series. I
Xbox
really
360
enjoyed the
was
BioShock
king.
series
Look how mighty,
for
how
its
the mighty have
originality in the
fallen.
plot, for its
Xbox is
unique
not even a
combination of
thought I
gameplay,
have anymore.
and
And I'm not like
exploration,
DSP where I
puzzle
dismiss
solving, and
things,
yes,
say,
these
oh, it's so
survival
shitty, oh, it's so
horror.
terrible.
Fallout, again,
I
kinda had the
forget
same
that
kind of
Xbox
feel.
even
Obviously, Fallout is
exists.
more of
I
RPG,
forget.
more traditional, with the amount of abilities you can level up and
What do they do? What are they up to?
Largely
Largely nothing.
So,
Besides closing studios and
I
shit.
don't know. They're both really good. Oh,
Why are you
my
gonna
God,
buy
we might have to
studios
have
if
a
you're gonna
match.
close them? That make no sense to me, man.
We're gonna have. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna end this video. I'm actually gonna record the match if we actually get one. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, it was hype, the one who waits. Oh shit, gameplay.
All
Alright, finally. Let's go, Phil. Let's kick their ass.
The Rainbow Six Siege Beta. And here we go. I'm gonna
Stomp their
defend
guts
on
out, Phil.
round one. I have no idea what the controls are. My first match, I'm going to suck.
Couldn't familiarize yourself with the controls while you were dicking around, huh?
It took an hour to do this. I'll just confirm the loadout. We'll go with the.
Yeah, let's go.
whatever
Let's play. Let's play.
Loadout is.
Former Xbox said they were disappointed to see them ruining the platform.
The
Thus,
you start in, huh?
person worked so hard to build. Yeah, man.
I'm starting in the garage.
Xbox original Xbox 360 changed the gaming landscape in such an amazing way. For example, Halo 2
All right, an hour's wait. Will
Halo
the wait have been
2
worth it? Will this match
revolutionized
be a lot of
online
fun?
gameplay. I don't think you can argue that.
I wish this guy would pick.
And
his
the weird
character.
thing is that Halo through Halo 3 had some of the best multiplayer functionality that's
hour's
apparently
wait.
lost technology. We can't do that
Sounds
anymore.
like a good beta to me.
Xbox 360, Halo 3, you team up with some dude, he's cool as
60 frames
hell,
per second.
join his game. That easy,
Looks
that
like we
quick.
started in the garage.
Alright, let's go, Phil. Now, this was used as a chop shop, if I remember correctly. Illegal chop
Crouch.
shop. As opposed to legal ones.
We're securing the room. Look what they're doing. Holy shit, they're building stuff. How the fuck do I do that?
I don't know, man. It's clearly impossible.
Aw.
There's buttons down there at the bottom! Huh? What? I guess I
have
can't
no
do
idea how
anything.
you do anything.
What? Huh?
They're reinforcing
What the fuck? What? Huh?
Built barricades everywhere. I don't know how the fuck to do anything.
There's buttons on the screen there, bro.
Protect the bio.
Hell yeah,
camera's
let's do some streaming here. Sony is the worst. They
Alright,
closed down
we're
more
heading out,
studios.
we're heading out.
Sony pisses me off in very specific ways, but I will say at least Sony has games that I kind of look forward to, or at least I can kind of
What's
understand.
going on there?
Sony at least has exclusivity.
Hear the noises?
Xbox doesn't have anything,
so the
man.
noises
What's
of them
exclusive
walking
to
around the house,
Xbox?
That's pretty cool.
PlayStation has Japanese games that are hype. You know, you
Alright,
can
I'm
play Super
barricading.
Robot Wars on PlayStation. You can't play it on an Xbox. But I don't like PlayStation's censorship.
This is
I
what
think
we're
it's
defending right here. Okay, that's the
disrespectful.
biohazard container, so we have to try to defend.
Well, I'm sorry, this game might be too offensive to people. We have to censor the cleavage.
Keep in mind, I
That's
think
called a
these things
filter,
breach walls
dude.
and do all
You
kinds of
filter
crazy
people who
shit.
aren't cool that way.
That's what the
If
impression
you
that I
play a
got
game
from
and you
the-
see cleavage and you hit the deck,
Hello.
DSP's sitting on his ass even in the game. he's crab walking around shooting. It's a weird strategy, but it might work.
Got him.
Holy shit,
Right
it's
in his
working.
fucking head.
Wings should pay attention to this.
Attempting to secure the container.
A good strat, man. No one's ready for the crab walk strat.
God.
A lot of people are dying over here, Phil. You might want to help them out. What are you shooting at, friend?
What's this?
Barbed
Oh,
wire.
barbed wire.
Alright, DSP, most of your team is dead. It's lame, but this is how you're supposed to play the game. So I only have right now for real. My PlayStation 5 could be collecting dust if it wasn't for Lynn's streams. Oh, thank you very much, Big Matty. Yeah, Sony's fallen in many ways. PlayStation 5, fur. I have no reason to play it except for Gundam Battle Operation 2. Gundam Battle Operation 2 is the only game I play on my PlayStation 5. I don't play anything else. I'm not interested.
Oh, what the hell was that?
Yeah, what was that? Where did he
I don't
shoot it
even know
from?
how he did that.
That was pretty
I
high.
never saw the guy.
Let's see it. Wow, that was weird. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of exclusivity either. Back when it mattered, and now that it doesn't matter, who cares?
I have no idea how he saw me there and like killed me with that laser sight.
I don't think he killed you with the laser sight unless he bounced it off your head or something.
If I knew how to throw a grenade, I would have thrown it.
Oh, I understand, Phil. It's not like there's prompts on the screen or anything. Screen.
River docks, that's where they're starting. I guess we're gonna start the river docks no matter what. 3 people already voted for it. So.
This game's pretty cool. Did you know that YouTube is over 20 plus years old? That's crazy, man. I remember YouTube when I first found YouTube. I found it through looking at anime clips. And the anime clips would be something like, 19 parts. And if you watched all of them in a row, you'd get the full episode. I was there for that.
Ah. What the fuck? Oh, I'm on a little... Look at this!
Look at this!
Look at this thing. So this is what they call the
What did you think? Did you think you were extremely short?
In, I guess, right? Yeah, look.
He's playing as a manlet.
There's the boat. Alright, so it's not in the garage this time. See that? We're in the garage. It's not where the canister is we're trying to find. We have to find where the biohazard container is.
Well, I understand. Oh, shit. Enemy. They're shooting at you, Phil.
10 seconds.
Where the fuck is it? It's upstairs somewhere.
5 seconds to go.
Oh, here it is. It's upstairs. They built the barricade. You saw that?
Yeah, I remember that. The one who waits. We watched one of those on Going Green. It was kick ass, man.
I don't know how to purge the house, though.
Can you go up on that thing? Yeah, I remember YouTube didn't have ads. That was one of the appeals of it. Man, YouTube is better than TV. Oh, excuse me, because on YouTube, you don't have ads.
Biohazard container has been located.
Where?
You saw it already, Phil.
Where is it?
Oh shit, you're getting shot, man. Watch out, buddy. Yeah, there you go. They won't be able to see you this way.
God damn it.
Iron sight? Dead.
Wow.
Get that ass banned.
I was ready and waiting for him. I pulled the trigger and I was dead before the gun even fired.
Look
so
at
that's
this.
just
Look at this.
massive delay right there. Look at that. The game showed him see me and fire 3 times. The game never even showed him firing on my screen.
I'll admit it
Wow.
kind of was rather buggy looking, but oh well, you're the one who stood out in the open like a dumbass. Oh man, this is cool looking. These guys are cool. Let's watch their gameplay.
Wow, look at this. This guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
He's
no
got fucking
kidding.
grappling hooks and shit. Look at this.
Look at this.
Wow, he's blowing the windows open.
Yeah, you should pay attention to this, man. Oh yeah, the one who waits. Is that true? I found YouTube from RuneScape. Coincidentally, that started my love for power metal. Yeah.
What the fuck do you do what this guy's doing?
I didn't listen to music on
shit.
YouTube for a
This is
long
awesome.
time. I was a CD man until pretty late into things, and then MP3, and then. My YouTube trajectory was. I only remember it starting with
Down to 1 blue 4.
the anime videos, but then there's this weird gap in time until Battlefield
This
Friends.
guy's trying to get in over
Battlefield
here.
Friends is the first thing that I remember being a committed fan of in YouTube. And I was hyped, man. I was hyped for the new episode of Battlefield Friends. My friend and I, we were big fans of Battlefield. Shoot him.
Last stop standing.
Got him.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys are good. DSP, complete garbage. Tell you what, though, I never heard of this bozo. I don't remember how I found Super Best Friends, but I found them. And they were pretty funny.
Look at
I want to
this.
say that there was a
Build a
game
wall.
that they were playing that I was
So.
interested in watching, but I don't remember. I really don't. I don't remember how I
Oh,
found
what
these
is
dudes.
that? Oh my god, that was sick. I could throw a grenade in.
I remember
Oh, shit.
liking their Heavy Rain video that they did. Yeah, probably around then. Heavy Rain, dude.
Trying to clear the room.
Huge fan of Battlefield Friends, man. Battlefield Friends kicked ass. Aspro was kind of annoying on it sometimes, but in general it was fun. I liked how, what was it? The noob was flying around in the helicopter.
Ah.
He says, I could probably take out everyone. Not while spinning. Hell yeah, me too. I wish I still had my old shit. My old Walkman and stuff like that. My old CD player. My old boombox. I had a boombox. Or rather one of those radios with the CD player. How's it going, that Gana? I remember YouTube wasn't censoring channels and age restricting video. Use slurs and lots of strong language and violence. Right.
Well, I sucked monkey shit. I did terribly. There we go, play another match.
Hell yeah, Phil. I want a record player now. I want a record player and I want to somehow hook it up to my stream. I don't even know if that's possible.
Weird music.
I want to make my own records. I want to get YouTube videos or YouTube music and somehow download them onto records. I don't know how you could even do that.
Oops. So we're
I imagine
defending
you
again.
can't, which bums me out. But it'd be
Starting in the
cool
kid's
to
bedroom,
make
I guess.
a record of some of my favorite songs on YouTube and then play it on the record player and it sounds all scratchy and shitty and horrible. I bet it'd be hype, man.
Barricade the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
That's it.
All right, let's go, Phil. Let's go. Let's go. Put up a barricade. There you go. They can't get in here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's hype,
Barricade
the
every room,
soldier.
you don't know where it is,
Soldier guy.
right? If you barricade every fucking.
I
door,
mentioned
you
it
won't know
before,
where
but
the
that's
hell
why
the
going to
stuff
Japan,
is. Oh, they found it already. Fucking shit. Never mind.
it would bum me out in a way, because
What the fuck's
well,
all
no,
over
no,
the
no.
wall?
I gotta work on this narrative
That's
here.
weird. Weird shit all over
I
the
know
wall.
that if I went to Japan, my wife and I would have completely different goals when we went to Japan if we visited.
Located the biohazard
She would be very interested in seeing the sights, which I 100% agree with. It'd be hype as hell to see, you know, cherry blossom trees and going to the castles and going to the spas and what have you, the onsens and what have you. I completely understand that. She'd be very interested in the sights.
I have all these devices. I have no
Here's
idea
the
what fuck
reality
they
for
are.
me. I would go to Akihabara and stay there the entire time. I would be looking up old record player stores and try and find records of, say, 1970s animes. You know, you got to have the soundtrack on
I
record
shot
for that,
the fuck
right?
out of that guy, but he had a
That's where
riot
I'd be.
shield. What am I gonna do? He has a fucking riot shield.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I mean, you're kind of right. You don't really have an option here, Phil. Got gunned
That
down like a
riot shield
chump.
guy killed our whole team. He did.
Riot shields are kind of
Look.
broken.
How do you beat the riot shield?
You flank them. Oh, that's bullshit, that Guyana. It's possible, but you'll need a record
I'm
with a
pretty sure
USB
we
connector,
lost.
the record player, have a specific PCR card. That sounds
By the way,
complicated.
it was 3 on
Damn.
5. What a fair game. It was 3 on 5. We wouldn't have won anyway.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Hold on. Let me call my buddy here. Bloop.
Rate this match.
Rate this
1
match.
star.
Rate this.
Fuck you.
DSP hates it.
I rate this match a single star. Fuck you.
He hates it,
Fuck
man.
you, Ubisoft.
He doesn't
Fuck you.
like it. Hey, Cardinals is here. Big ups, Cardinals. How you been?
Alright, let's see if we can get into another match.
Alright, about you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. I'm a little drunk, so I'm
Alright, so
loud
we're
and
in
stupid
another
right now.
match of the
But
Rainbow Six
how was
Siege.
your
Bomb.
4th of July?
I guess I'm stuck.
Stuck
using
I
this
mean,
guy.
just
I
kind of
can't
like
change
any
my
other
loadout or
day.
anything, right?
TBH.
That's
I
what's
want
up.
to
Not really
be
much going
the
on.
police. There
We're
we
watching
go.
DSP play
The police.
Rainbow Six Siege Beta. He's getting his ass kicked.
Kind of soldier or
Oh,
something.
let's go.
One of
Did
these
you ever
guys
play
has
this
a riot
game?
shield.
Yeah, I played, well, I forget how long ago it's been, but yeah, there was like a time in between where my friends and I were wanting to, we were big into Overwatch, but then we got out
Bomb. I
of
don't know if it's
Overwatch
different
and we
than
got
what we were just
into
doing.
Rainbow Six for like a little bit,
That's
but
what's up.
yeah.
Yeah, I never played this game, unfortunately. Huh?
We're looking for the bomb.
To be honest with you, it's probably not for me nowadays because there's just like too much like the operators and shit do like too much. I'm just like, what the fuck's going on here?
Main hallway. Look at this building. This
It
is pretty
seems like the
sweet.
only
I like
people
it.
who would be left to use a
Oh, I found
DSP
it.
terminology are
More
tryhards.
than one bomb?
But in reality, the only people
Hello?
left are the people who still like the
Ah, I
game and
jumped
still
in
want to play
his
it.
fucking face. Oh!
Yeah, I mean, kudos to you if you like the game.
I
Like
jumped
said,
right in the
it's just
dude's
not,
face.
10 seconds.
not something
was
that's
funny.
for me.
I would just get peed on.
Insertion.
It's funny to watch Wings try to play this sometimes.
Oh yeah, some of the best Wings footage is on Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
Alright, we found the two bombs.
Do you have a
It's got
favorite
different loadout
Wings
now.
redemption moment
It's going slow, man. Look how slow it is for me to draw it.
besides
gotta
the
be
meltdown? Besides the meltdown, that was too easy.
What meltdown? Like what
The
do you
one
mean?
where he's like, "I just can't fucking do it. I can't take this shit." no more."
Dude, the one's gotta be where he
how'd you
gets
do
into
that?
the fight with Keemstar at
God
Fat
damn it,
King,
I want
because
the
that shit
fancy
is so
toys. How does he
funny.
do it?
It's
Really?
just the way that the way that it boils up, like, because if you
how
watch
to do
like the
that
clip
shit.
before he actually like tries to fight Keemstar, it's like boiling up, and you could just tell like something's about to
mustard
happen,
gas.
and like you just don't expect like shit to go down
No,
because
Sam.
it's like
No.
oh, like it's Keemstar, Wings, you know, like nothing crazy is gonna happen now, and then he just fucking goes after him, and then he shoves his wife on top of it,
Put
which is
more
even
mustard
like
gas.
more funny, as bad as that sounds.
I would watch it, but I don't want to watch their
Car
source. I
alarm
want to
went
watch a clip channel. I don't want to watch their shit.
Oh, have you not seen it?
I only saw the brief couple seconds where he shoves his wife to the ground. I haven't seen
Got him.
really anything else.
Dude,
What?
Breaking
Oh my
Bank,
god,
that
dude, I
guy's
could not see that
gone.
guy at all. Did you see how glitchy my weapons were? Oh shit, look where he was. He had a camping hole in the wall and he sniped me through the... Oh, that's awesome. Wow, I like that, dude. You got me right through the fucking wall. That's cool.
I like the Webby fucking leave one, but that kind of is all the same moment with the Webby and the I just can't do it.
Last operator standing.
I did
Oh, he
like
knocked the
the
wall
other
down.
favorite moment I liked is he was playing this game and he was getting mad at his teammates for not playing correctly. And this English guy says, "So wait, what do you want us to do? Walk around and shield you with
Breaking
our
the holes in the
bodies
wall,
while you get all the
that's
kills?"
awesome.
And he kind of didn't have an answer. What side is this?
that guy was
I
right
don't
on
know.
to the
DSP
same
is
left
playing
lane,
so badly, I
straight
can't really
on.
tell what side he's on.
That guy was like... Bullets.
Yeah.
Good lord.
What you been
I
playing,
should-
Cardinals?
Path of Exile, the new league came out about 3 weeks ago now.
That's what's up.
So I've been gaming on that. I send it to you in Discord with the timestamp of like when the
want to be this-
video
yeah,
starts.
nuts.
It's like a 20-minute video, but it's funny. You
It's
can.
nuts.
Oh man, I usually just stick with the DSP stuff, but let's see this.
Oh.
No, let's
my
see
bad.
this. Let's see what this is about. I want to see what's so funny about this. I bet it's really good.
I love the Breaking Banquet intros, so I put it right at the intro.
Oh, it's a hype ass intro. Fat Pikachu rules.
Pikachu, yeah.
Oh, I gotta turn this down. I can't really hear you. Can't we?
It's Keemstar and Wings.
Say my name.
Breaking Bank.
Breaking Banquet.
Goddamn right.
Chat's right.
I think Wings is dead here in this shot. Oh, never mind. He's alive.
What do you mean for what?
Look at these fat fucks. Holy shit.
Because now look, even if you punish me, they're gonna believe what I said over what you guys are saying.
The team needs sustenance in the form of comedy from what
Yes.
We don't script anything on the show. We do improv.
They might all
Just like the other.
Man,
day
shut the
when
fuck
you
up,
see,
Boogie.
Like the toe hook Ori on the back.
Yeah,
of the car.
Boogie needs to shut the fuck
fair.
up.
That's
He
what
just
it
does
was.
not
That's
need
what they
to
all
talk.
think now.
That's not even staged.
I tell you about this
That's
story.
just like, all right, we have
Where
to
the
tell
highest I
Boogie
ever
in the car.
got, Boogie actually kind of saved me.
I'm saying, yeah.
One time I got so high I started freaking out and kind of melting down, and the room was spinning. I was admittedly pretty scared. Well, I whip out my phone and I go on Twitter to try and ground myself. And there's a picture of Boogie in a hole with a bunch of leaves on top of him. And I laughed my ass off because I thought Boogie is truly a loser. How the hell do you get buried? How do you get thrown in a hole and buried?
It sucks. The whole fact that y'all wanted to script it sucks. Why didn't you just be real?
It was just better to act like her walking in the room was a surprise, right? Which her.
Who's this other dude on the right? Who's this fat fuck?
Right?
So that's Michael. He was like, he's like one of the guys that leads like some of the shows. Like he's like for Lookout Queens, he was like one of the dudes that would like oversee that show.
Lame goofballs.
And then you out everything.
How is this guy gonna make a show about Z tier lolcows? Get the S tier ones. Get LTG on here.
Every single detail that was changed. That we were surprised that she was here because she said she was coming.
I like Wings though. Wings is alright.
But here's the fact.
Then she did come. We're like, okay, she came. What was she here? 2 hours before the stream started, right?
It was like an hour.
Here's the fact. Before she showed up, Roxy leaked that Lord Rush went to pick her up at the airport. How did Lord Rush know to pick her up at the airport?
How these bozos have so much drama going on? Who are these bozos?
So, a little bit of context here is there's one lady, Becky Boo, who was on Lookout Queens, and she had caused like a bunch of drama, and she quit the show. She quit the like Lookout stuff, and then went on her own stream and talked shit about all of it. And so this was like one of the big things was like she was showing up to Fat Camp and everybody had already had beef with her because she talked about so much shit on all of them. So now this is where the argument goes is because Wings leaked the fact that she was coming and then everybody's like, oh, well now the show's scripted and all that other shit.
If that's the case, I have FPS.
Okay. Wings is simply stupid. That's really all. That's kind of his ironclad defense is I'm an idiot.
Let's look at it this way.
Right.
I told him on day one we should pre-record everything and put it into the episode.
Oh shit, Boogie.
He sees Mike do it.
These guys should go to Golden Corral and do a stream. They'd love it.
Oh, they wouldn't last 2 seconds, bro. They'd be evacuated like that.
Yeah, they would probably get barred at the door. They'd say, sorry, sirs, you gotta put us out of business. Cat. No, well, Cat too. Cat pulls her chair right up to the buffet.
Miss, we know it's all you can eat, but come on, you know.
That's not supposed to be a personal challenge, Wings.
What are you doing?
You're crashing out.
I'm not crashing. I'm telling the truth.
I'm rogging.
Yeah, bro, there's a difference.
Oh, wow. The love between two fat guys.
Yeah.
You're very agitated. Wait a minute. While I'm silent, I can say what I meant by with Keemstar. The success proves it. You don't, yes, drama was a grift, but you don't have the longevity that Keem's had. He's launched this show. He's still making $250,000 on Snapchat every month. Like,
who's that in the background? Is that Bigfoot?
Yeah, but you're making it seem like I quit my channel.
I don't know. I guess it's like some of the people that they hired to help run the show.
Oh man, that's creepy. The hell is he doing back there?
I don't know.
That's unsettling. His wife, right? I believe so.
Foundation. It was a
He was angry grandpa cameraman. Do what now?
I feel like.
Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah, Mike was the angry grandpa. He was kid behind the camera.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like angry grandpa. They fucked with that dude way too much though. Rated as he opened for business. I need to. Do what now?
This place is
It's not Siege Mobile. It was Siege when it first came out. San Leon. He was playing the beta.
the place
It probably did look like hot garbage. if
the
it
best
was
place that he wanted, you guys complained about because it was on the beach. And
There was
No, I picked way nicer.
the place on the beach. I told him not to go to too because what are you going to do?
Yeah, I agree. Get out of here, lady.
Sand every day?
What are we doing?
This is getting really dumb around here.
It's better stuff inside anyway. And that place was a mansion.
Man, it would be funny if that couch
I picked, like,
snapped in
5
half.
places, but it is what it is.
I don't know how it
It's
did.
like if I
They
ran
must
this
have got
shit,
like high
alcohol would be
grade
gone.
shit.
Yeah, it's industrial grade. It's NASA designed.
Oh yeah.
Here we are. Dude,
Luna
I-
titanium
times
frame.
Has Wings done this where I need to be running shit? Then we let him run it.
You never let me run shit.
Guys, listen to Wings. He owns 25% of a modular home. All Keem owns is a YouTube empire and millions of dollars.
Let me tell you one of Keem's great ideas for the shows. Wings, you're faster than a football player. Go with it.
Wings is going to church tomorrow. He doesn't believe in lying.
Fat tits of lardation. Wings of elderly abuse.
He is a little autistic.
Polka Gaga super chatted 19.
He is a little autistic.
Wings, stop crashing out.
You are crashing out. You 100% are. 100%.
He's having a hard time of it.
It's like, dude, you made a mistake.
Wait, what's this now? Someone DMing me?
I said, look.
Oh, hell yeah, bud.
We
Love
had
it.
a team meeting, right?
Love it.
I go,
Poor angry
Becky,
grandpa.
like,
I kind of
he's
feel
gonna be
bad for that dude. That
I
dude
don't
was
know if it's
constantly
true.
under
If she's
attack
here,
by stupid ass
nobody put
kids.
hands on her, whatever. We're gonna do
Play
a
on stream.
stream in the
All right.
movie theater.
I'm supposed to watch
and
Dark Side Phil.
we're gonna
Yeah.
do like
Let's
an
watch
hour
that.
or whatever, and then have her.
All right, we
come
gotta
in,
skip ahead to
right?
the crash out.
Yeah. So there's right there. You could just put it right there. Yeah.
You say that. I promise you will.
Fish on the back.
What's the plan here? That's fucked.
I don't know.
Oh shit, Wings is about to get
So he's just
completely
sabotage
rogged
the
out.
brand, sabotage.
Sabotaging the brand for a lie that you fucking made.
Yeah.
I'm not sabotaging the
Yeah,
brand.
you are.
You creating a lie sabotaging the brand.
And you're even
Realistically,
calling it a lie.
DSP
You know,
was right to not be on the
you're
show.
even calling it a
What
lie.
part of it is not a fucking
You're
lie?
calling it a fucking
What
lie.
part of it's not a fucking lie?
It's
Tell
not
me
a
which
lie.
part of it.
It's not a
Look
lie.
right
It
there.
was a setup.
That's not a setup. It's a fucking lie.
Why are you getting loud in my face?
Because I fucking can.
Oh hell yeah,
There it is,
man.
bro. Oh, dude, he went for the beard, and you know it's serious when you get bald Keemstar, bro. That's how you know this shit ain't fake.
Mm-hmm.
And then so you could, yeah. So now this is the part where he comes back for seconds.
God, there's so much fat people on this show. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, Billy the Fridge. He is actually a fucking fridge, bro.
Bro, I feel like they should have some sort of branding deal with forklifts to carry these bros around.
That's what I'm saying.
Alcoholic keeps putting me on his dandruff beard.
It is a little concerning, the one who waits, because he could actually eat you.
Looks like we're live, yeah.
Yeah. So they get back, get everything together.
Billy, no, not right now.
Boogie's dreaming of Magic the Gathering right now.
Right? Yeah, dude. He's like, huh.
I want to play Magic.
I wonder how much this
Competitively.
box. I wonder how much this box of
It ended
MTG
right
cards is gonna
there.
cost.
Coming out with a new locale set. Should I get it?
Yeah, I got it right there. Got it right there.
Who's that attractive blonde who keeps walking by? She's clearly out of place. She needs to gain about 340 pounds before she fits in around here.
They get behind the box. Good job, Bean, staying on it, but right there. Hat flew off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so they're reviewing the footage. Eventually, Keemstar comes and sits down, and then that's when it's round 2.
All right, let's see.
Chatted 19.
All right, Keemstar.
Yeah, so okay, it's about to happen.
Such bullshit.
What even set him off?
And he's getting loud in my face. So I got in his face. I'm like, "Are you serious?" And then he started pushing me. I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna swing. You keep doing that." And he went to go grab me like this.
Grab him by the beard.
Retro super chatted
Pull him up in the air by the
So
beard.
he's got that nasty scratch on his neck from
I'm gonna
Wings.
hit you.
I'm glad
And
you
then he
did.
wouldn't fucking. And then somehow it got broken up or whatever. He goes,
Oh,
don't
it's
bitch
about to
me.
go
You
down.
think I
Polka Gaga super
think I
chatted $19.99. McJugger Nuggets really killed it on this one.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Jordy!
Oh come on, Bam. You know I got time for Jordy Jordanson.
Look, it takes like 4 people to restrain this dude. Oh, that's when he pushes her down.
Hey, that's your fucking wife now. Go calm down. That's your wife.
Oh my lord, dude. Oh my lord.
And then, dude, like, wait for it. There's this toothpick that shows up. This chick.
Hey, you're way too attractive.
This toothpick shows up and starts yelling at this like 500-pound dude. Like, homie, like, get out of here.
It's a lie. Sometimes you lash out when you feel like you made a mistake or other people. Don't worry about me. Worry about your wife. Worry
Worry about your wife. Dude, Boogie's such a fucking idiot, bro. He's so annoying.
That's your wife.
Yeah,
I don't know,
so
man.
then
This
that-
is shameful to watch. These dudes are losers through and through.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love the TTS, bro. Whoever cooked this skit up is killing it.
Here's the fact I want to say. Is King's inability to ever.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. You can just end it there. They
Yeah,
just
that's
talk
wild.
about like other random shit. But yeah, that's like what builds up to it. Is it's just basically like Wings
Alright, I'm
knew
watching
about
real
something
quick.
that was gonna go down. He accidentally said it. Everybody started thinking that was the show's scripted now, and then that happened.
Holy shit! That was glorious, man. That's an interesting moment there.
Shield, I want that.
DSP is probably his rightest call he's ever made to not be on that damn show. That show, what would DSP even do in that situation? He would sit back and kind of goat laugh to himself.
I mean, to be honest with you, he probably wouldn't have even made it down there.
No.
Like they would have been like anything that involved him leaving the house. He would have been like, I don't know, man. I got
No.
a cat, a wife who can't really breathe on her own. you
Cat
know?
should go to fat camp.
Yeah,
You ever see Monk?
very long time ago. Yeah.
I remember an episode of Monk where a dude was wearing a fat suit to commit a crime to frame a fat dude. Wouldn't it be weird if Kat showed up on stream completely thin because she had a fat suit on the whole time?
I just said it was a social experiment.
Yeah. We tested to see if people would make fun of Kat for being fat, and look at that. You all owned yourselves. Yeah, realistically, Game Master.
You saw that?
I still think it was fucking hilarious. The other day, he cried over a bird dying in Minecraft. Totally doesn't have a bird IRL, by the way.
No, man, he's surrounded by death, man. All these animals are dying in his house, man.
I'm sorry, man, but like, you gotta either be like severely like, I don't know, something going on upstairs, or like you have to have owned like a bird like in that house for you to like get that upset over a cartoon fucking Minecraft bird
Mm-hmm.
that you had for like
Let's go,
10
Seal.
seconds.
Yeah, man, it hit him. It hit him deep. 100%. What are we doing, Phil? What are we doing? I guess he's camping?
Oh shit.
It's clear that the only way DSP is going to win this is to get carried.
I don't know how you
Chilling
can
out.
do FPSs on console, bro. Like ever since I've started playing on mouse and keyboard, like I could never go back to like.
I can't play mouse and keyboard, man. That WASD shit, it frustrates the crap out of me.
Put it right
Really?
I can't
That's
do it.
interesting.
Oh shit.
I need to get one of those controllers. That's
twitching, he's freaking
you
out,
know,
look.
your hand that fits in it. Let me see if I can find what it's called. I'll have you Google it so you can see what I'm talking about.
Come on,
Gotta go to my
asshole, you're
Amazon
here.
wish list. I should be like DSP and be an EHO and give my Amazon wish list to people so they can buy me
What
shit.
was that?
I
Remember
love
that
when they
era?
made That Throne account, dude. That shit's fucking hilarious. Right?
The only thing that I would actually have on my Throne
Got 'em.
account if I had one is snack food. Send me Jolly Rancher gummies. That's all I
Yeah,
want.
either that or just like some
Got
weird
'em.
anime shit, just for like the lulz.
Yeah. Don't get me shit.
It's kind of funny though, cause like,
Holy
he,
shit,
like,
man.
Damn it! See, I had
he
this
went on
fucking
the whole
shield.
like e-girl
Everyone just
rant, I
survives
think
with the
again
shields.
recently or some
But I
shit.
killed 2 of them, so that worked
And
out.
you know, he made a Throne account.
See,
He's
I have a
taking
shield, I'm
clothes off and
invincible.
putting different clothes
Right.
on screen, and he's like
Fuck's this?
selling
see
like
this?
autographed like stuff or some shit. Like
Who's
I don't
doing
know,
this?
man. Like Phil during his Investance Day.
Wait, he's
I
signing
watched
autograph shit? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, if he makes 5K,
Oh, fuck that.
will-
Lick my butt, Phil.
he will autograph if he makes 5K in this
Whatever.
Investments Day thing. He will sign
damn
one
it.
of the vests and give it away to
Whatever, man.
somebody.
What a bum. This dude sucks, dude. 5K to
Yeah.
get an autograph. How narcissistic
Alright,
do you have to
Rocky Cat
be to think that your autograph is worthy of 5K?
It's not just the autograph, bro. It's also the vest.
Oh, that's true. You do get a piece of DSP history.
No, wait. that
We
wasn't
need
the same
Snood to
loadout,
buy it.
Right?
And then
Oh, yeah,
there's
he's taking it? What the fuck?
he found RTU's last poker chip in the closet, and there's currently an eBay style betting
Oh, go with a smoke
war
grenade. Let's try
going
that.
on. Whoever has the highest bid
grenade.
for it by the end of the stream will get the RTU chip sent to them.
That's so stupid, man. This guy's a loser.
I wish that some mega dent head out there buys it, gets it, and then goes and gives it to RTU. I would.
I hope
if there's
so.
a god that happens.
It's an interesting take, you know.
Okay, let me
Certain
type
how
it in
to run
chat
and
so
gun
people
FPS,
can look it up if they want to as
FPS,
well.
You gotta know the maps, know the layouts, know the choke points and breaching points, and stay on the move. Once you kill 1 or 2 guys, obviously more people are gonna come.
Hope
to your
I spelled
location,
this right.
Know where you are.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking of getting. I'm thinking of getting one of those things.
Run that right.
It's called an Azeron. If you look it up on Amazon, it's on Amazon. It's Azeron Cyborg. And it's got a joystick. That's what I want. I don't do the WSD shit. I don't play like that kind of crap. I want to use a joystick, man.
There was a Overwatch player who would use controller to like move around, and then like I don't know if he was like super popular, but I'd heard about this. Like he used like the controller analog stick to move around, but then he would use like the keys on the keyboard
Yeah.
to like do other shit.
Yeah.
I suppose it is possible that you can do both, but some games they don't let you do both. Like you have to do one or the other. A lot of games allow you just to switch it like whenever, though.
I know that this thing is you can program it so that the WASD keys are key binded to the joystick, so you can play like that.
Fuck, we never even
that's
found one
cool.
with the drone.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, that sucks ass. I don't have the riot shield this time. I have a frag grenade and a smoke grenade.
What rifle do you have? Can't really tell. AK-12, okay. It's pretty powerful. Oh shit, Arkham Knight's ready. Hell yeah. Oh, well, no, we got an update file. Okay.
The DLC is available that I'm not going to play
Nice.
this week.
Let's play some of that, DSP. Turn this shit off.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, I want to try to climb.
This would be cool if you could make custom maps on this game. You could make the snort for it.
Hell. Oh.
There's probably something like that on PC, but I don't know.
I used a program called America to set WSD to an Xbox adaptive joystick. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Because I can use the mouse okay, I can use that alright, but it's simply the WASD that I struggle with really hard.
Oh shit, I fucked up.
Yeah. It took me a minute to get used to it at first. Actually, I take that back. The thing that really, like, I had to get used to when I switched was, like, the mouse moving. Like, using that to, like, look around and do different shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first, I was really big into Overwatch. I hate to say it,
You
but
can say
like,
it, man. We all played dumb games.
at least I was like into it when it was like at its peak. So I take comfort in that. But I'd gotten a PC to specifically play Overwatch on PC, and I remember that was like the first game I downloaded and just logged into, and I just was like, oh my god, what am I doing, dude? This shit is so fucking weird.
It's cool looking. I remember it was cool. I remember people liked it.
fuck?
It only
Where the
became a
fuck's the
meme
bomb?
later in its life.
Yeah, I think a large part of that is just
I don't
because
know
the
what to
company
do.
itself also became a meme.
Yeah. I remember this one time, a kid
There's
at
no
work.
audio. The audio glitched. The audio's
I
completely
forget
glitched. There's no
what
game audio
spurred
right
him to
now.
bring this up, but he mentioned
Look.
Overwatch,
Yeah,
specifically
there's no game
Diva.
audio. Nice beta.
And then he told me,
God.
he says, I love watching porn of her.
There's no audio at all.
I thought, bro, what
I'm
the
at such a
fuck? Man, don't be
disadvantage.
telling me this
I can't
shit.
hear anyone around me, so I don't know where the fuck they're coming from, if they are coming.
Kids were retarded. They would often say
Now
stuff
the
that was
beta
super
locked up.
inappropriate.
Are they even able to do that in there?
No, I mean, when he was outside of there, he would look.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
Completely
dude,
frozen.
fuck.
I'm done.
I'm
Look.
figuring out how this kid's getting into this shit while he's.
We
behind
did
the
have a
monitor.
kid looking up porn at work, though.
well-
What happened
Oh, I mean,
was
that
is
doesn't
that
Alrighty
the
then.
nurse's office
What a great second match.
was unlocked, and the nurse wasn't in. So he went in there and used her computer and found porn and was
Alright, we got
jerking it.
another match after
And
that
then
last match
staff
was a
found him.
crash
That's
fail.
really
We got another
embarrassing
match.
for everyone.
That is
The P90.
that's funny if you're in the
Shoddy.
break room listening
I'm
to
gonna try
that, but if you're the
shotgun this
person
time,
who
why
catches them, yeah, I can imagine that's not a good day at work.
Oh man, because you know you have to
Make sure
write
so
that
is
shit
the
up, and you have to
I'm again gonna go for the
unfortunately
purple
behold
shield.
it.
There we go.
Oh, he's
Well,
gonna
not
know
only
the
that,
boomstick.
but it's just you
Armory,
just
we're in
caught a kid
armory,
with his
huh?
dick out.
Mhm. That kid was a massive retard, though. I remember one time he put a hole in a wall because he was jumping around like a spaz and jumped through a wall.
Yeah, that
He vaulted off a
the shotgun
table
any
into a
good?
wall and
Let's
crashed
find
through
out.
it.
doesn't sound like a very well-adjusted individual.
He's a
almost.
dumbass. He's probably, honestly, he's probably dead by now. Not even because he's a bad person, because he's just stupid. He probably lit himself on fire by now.
That
Whoa,
could
there's a ladder here.
possibly have happened.
Just spilled gasoline all over himself and thought, well, let me get a smoke in real
Whoa.
quick, and then died.
He's the reason
Better get all
why
this shit
there's
out.
those signs that say "Don't smoke while you're filling your gas."
Yep.
Why'd you
Just
break my barricade, you
obvious
fucker?
like things that you're like,
What a
yeah,
shame.
that makes sense.
I'm just a
But
fucking
like they
retard.
have to be in place
Wildly.
because of people like that.
Mm-hmm.
You've been spotted. Gee.
5 seconds.
These guys he's
Got
playing
some
with are
retard
pretty
on our
dumb,
team
though.
just doing stupid shit.
Oh, man.
Location unknown. Keep it secure.
Well, it's like this game I really liked at one point, but then the more I started playing it, it's just like I had to get used to like what all the different operators do and shit, and then it's just like, oh, I get this like random shit coming through the wall, or all of a sudden now my phone thing's like ringing and I need to like silence it or else they know where I'm at, and I'm just like, dude, what the fuck am I playing?
It does seem
back to
overtly
CS:GO.
Hang
complicated.
out, I guess, right?
I don't think you can ever design a game. I shouldn't say that. That's not true. Because
Whoa,
Rocket
someone
League is
breached
pretty
something.
straightforward. But like games like Rocket League and like CS:GO
Oh
are
my God, this
always
Zebot
going
guy's a
to
complete
be
moron.
like
Shooting
the
everything.
like absolutely like perfectly designed like esports
Whoa.
games, because like you could just like CS:GO is real simple,
They're
right?
coming this
Like,
way.
oh, that guy's got a molly, a smoke grenade, okay, a rifle. You know, like you get like what's going on. Like Rocket League, you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like
the fuck are
the
they?
red
Coming
team
this way.
versus
They're
the
coming
blue
from my
team.
right.
They're like jumping around trying to put the ball in the
so.
net. You know, like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But games like Overwatch, I'll never forget the time. I remember
Heard a footstep,
Overwatch
too.
League had first started, and my friend Howard and I.
You were friends with Howard?
This is gonna be a little bit of DS
comes.
overlap lore here. I did have two friends at one point named John and
Right
Howard.
next to
Awesome, man!
Yep. Yeah, that's
You guys should do a sequel to Project 7. Anyway, I'm sorry, continue.
yeah, we'll
Come
call
around
it
the corner,
Project
buddy.
8, dude. Although I think that's
Put a drone
trademarked.
right there.
So
You could do something like Final Fantasy, Project 7.2 or something.
Yeah, 7.5 or some shit, or 7.2. Anyway, so John came over to watch Overwatch League with us, and he never played Overwatch, so he had no idea like what the fuck was going on. And I was like, oh yeah, so then we have to explain to him like the different characters and like what they do and all that other shit. Because John was always more of like a COD gamer, like he had never really played like any other kind of games like that.
How do you stop a guy with a
And,
fucking riot shield? I still don't know.
Stop the hostiles from securing the container.
The Apollo killed me because he had a look. He has a riot
But
shield.
then like when we
I
showed
can't
him
stop
like
him.
when I
How
showed
do you
him like
stop the guy with the
CS:GO,
fucking
he was like,
riot
"Oh."
shield?
Yeah, it's
It
like pretty
stops
easy,
everything. I
like,
didn't have any
yeah.
explosives.
That's why I like Halo 3. Halo 3 is pretty simple. There's not a lot of complexity in Halo 3.
Stop the hostiles from securing.
Got any games coming up that you're interested in getting?
Not really, no. To be fair,
last
I'm
operator standing.
pretty like cynical when it comes to new games coming out.
Everyone who's
just
killed me is
because,
fucking
That's safe.
riot shield. Seriously.
You know, it's just like I get like what I'm being
I don't know how to
shown,
get it.
but at
I
the same
can't get it
time,
yet.
is that really
My loadouts
what
have
it's
had
gonna
it.
be like, or you know, whatever else?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really invested in any franchises either, you know, at the moment. So it's not even like if there's like a new franchise game coming out.
Standing.
Oh my
I
god,
mean,
this is the
besides
last
like
guy
GTA
left. Are
6,
you fucking
but that's
serious?
like years ago. months still,
Yeah.
or next year or whatever.
Let me guess, it's the guy with a fucking riot shield.
That riot shield is kind of bullshit though. I will give him that.
The guy with the
Yeah, I
fucking
remember
riot
that
shield
shit
is
in
killing
Modern
everyone.
Warfare 2.
The turtling, people would run around with the riot shield and then dual pistols and
Wow,
all
he
that
actually
shit.
didn't have the riot shield.
Yeah.
And he got fucked.
Hey man, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
Thank you, man. I'll be right back.
Hello, chat room. If you have any tasteful, colorful words that you would like to post, now is the time to do it. I cannot moderate the chat, and he is not here. So, fireworks are going off outside. I didn't realize he paused the video. I was gonna say, hello, but, oh, Jesus Christ, dude. They must be sending him off pretty close to my house, bro. Sounds like I'm getting fucking bombed, bro.
Man, bro, I came so close to falling down the damn stairs.
Well, that's not good.
It was scary. You ever had Soviet lemonade?
Can't say that I have.
You should have it. It's very good.
If I had my way, if I had a way to get my hands on some, dude, I would do it.
Dude, I'll come over to my house, man. We'll go up to the European store. We'll get some.
You have a European store, bro?
Yeah, we do, man. It's quite a ways away from where I live. We have to make a day of it, my wife and I. We go up there.
Okay.
But we go up there and we get Soviet lemonade. And let me tell you, bro, it's kind of a miracle it didn't pop off because it's super tasty. It's
right.
lemonade soda. It's slightly carbonated. And it's fantastic.
That's what's up.
Ballistic shield? Is that what everyone's using?
He right about that, guys, in the right show, because I had problems with
doing
it.
it then.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit. How's it going, Seal? Happy 4th of July. How's DSP doing? Is he getting his money towards his signed vest?
There. I'm using the shield.
How much for a signed copy of your
Yeah,
wife,
I'm
Phil?
gonna try to take advantage of this shit.
I think when I was watching some of the festival treat,
God.
whatever it's called, it was kind of funny. I was watching. I think I was listening to Tevin's stream, and someone donated to Devin and said, "Yeah." So apparently the lore is that Cat messed up macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And so, yeah, he was like, so the TTS that got donated to Devin was like, dude, what's the matter? Don't you know swimsuit models don't know how to make mac and cheese, dude? You're like, oh yeah, I remember that.
It's true, they have no reason to eat that.
I have no idea where the fuck I am.
Shit, he's right.
Is your
Wow, 10
girlfriend
seconds. I
hot?
didn't
Yeah,
even
of
get
course she
inside.
is, dude,
New
or else
map,
I
I never
wouldn't be there.
fucking got
I wouldn't
inside the
be
map.
with her.
Look.
Yep. Are you hot? Can you make mac and cheese? Hell yeah.
Oh shit, he fired the gun.
Must be 6 miles away. Yeah, basically. Dude, that was such a verifiable lie that he was trying to tell people.
Hip fire.
That it would take him an hour to get this sandwich and whatnot. Bro, you can look it up and see that it takes 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes for a round trip. This dude's obnoxious, man. Just say you don't want to do it.
When the whole internet has your address, bro, You gotta choose better lies, man. You gotta come up with better
Exactly.
lies.
You can't be going with such easily verifiable stupid shit.
You've been spotted.
How you mess up mac and cheese? That is easy. She let it burn. She let it burn. She wasn't paying attention.
She was probably too busy playing Skyrim for like the 100.
Maybe she was hard disassociating, staring off into space at nothing, and time got away from her.
Yeah. Maybe she's drinking too, dude. Maybe she was just like passed out on the couch. Yeah.
Or it could be that cat's simply not in the picture.
Got it.
That's true too. I mean, there's really no way we would know.
What are you shooting at, Phil? Dead. Get that ass banned.
Ow. Slow the blood loss.
How do I beat the riot shields? Gets beaten
Wow, that
with the
riot shield
riot
was
shield.
super overpowered, dude. I was able to stand in a room with all the dudes firing at me for like a good 5 to 10 seconds before I was down.
And then you died like a punk.
That was ridiculous.
How's this dude have a riot shield and not get a single kill, man?
We won. Wow.
His dude
Riot
has just
shield,
become more and more
overpowered.
insufferable as like time has gone on. Man. Like, I can't really watch this shit anymore. Like I'll watch like other stuff now.
Yeah. I definitely can't watch modern stuff.
Yeah, well, and it's like people, like he always likes to say, he's like, oh, well,
I wanna see my own
you know,
player
I'm
profile,
successful
of
now, so
course.
they're upset or whatever. And it's like, yeah, maybe there's some people out there who are, but like, I don't care if you're successful or not. You're
Do it
just,
again.
you're boring.
Who
Dude.
was it? What was
You
the-
do
You're
the same shit
insufferable.
over and over again. Yeah.
I think you can only do it on attack. Yeah, look.
Insanely
On
boring,
defense
man.
mode doesn't exist. The riot shield.
And whenever someone proposes, hey man, maybe you could be interesting, he says no.
Let's do this. Enhanced range shotgun.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get
There.
anything interesting until he meets like someone like the casino again, because the casino really got him to come out of his shell and do things he wouldn't normally do and all this other shit. And, and ever since that ended, he's just been on decline in terms of like entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
But
No one cares about this dude anymore, man.
yeah, the only thing that's like noteworthy anymore is like when he plays like a game like a shitter.
Mm-hmm. I might restream him playing Neo.
Right? I can put that
I
shit
admit.
down.
If he does, yeah, that'd be fun to watch.
Because only Souls games get something out of this. Souls games and fighting games are the only games you can really
Damn,
watch
go
anymore.
right into
And
it.
racing, I guess, because of Mario Kart. But
Watching
anything
him
else?
play Mario Kart for the first time was funny, but after that, I just was like, oh, this guy's
That's smart. Put the barbed wire in the door.
We already know, like,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
just
camp
gonna,
right here.
you know, be like, oh, this game's unfair.
Stuck.
Blah, blah, blah.
I can't,
you know,
I
like,
can't go
shit
over
like
here.
that.
Look.
I'm like,
Look what
alright.
happens. What
It's
the
like the same
fuck?
thing with fighting games with me
It's a
nowadays.
glitch.
Like,
I can't go past
oh,
this
the
point.
net
I
code.
wanted to go in this corner. They
you know,
won't
this
let me.
guy's a scrub. Blah, blah, blah.
Mash
No,
and jab.
Again.
Yeah.
I'm glitching out. What
All
the
right,
hell?
Phil. Moving on. Moving on,
I
Phil.
can't move.
Level 3 on
You know what it is? I bet the connection dropped. The connection to the game must have dropped.
Speaking
Yep.
of fighting game play
Can't move,
wars,
so the game's
our boy
fucked.
Six Erican has had quite
Yep.
the
I told ya.
timeline go on.
Waka
let's
waka
say.
waka.
He has been
Got dropped from the
permanently
game.
banned from
Sucks.
Twitch.
What'd he do?
And
Can I do anything?
I don't
new here?
know. He didn't say.
Unlock a new operator.
But he did say that it is an indefinite suspension, meaning they will probably not unban him. Especially since it's been this
I need
long.
500. I only have
It's
88.
been like a good couple
I
months
can't unlock
now.
these.
And then he went to YouTube and he did something
How long
stupid
do I have to
over
play
there,
this?
so they
500?
suspended him
Fucking
for a little
serious?
bit. So
I'm
then
not
he
doing
went
this.
to Kick,
Alright, let's try
and
again.
guess what?
He got
In
suspended there?
stream- Yeah, he got permit from
Alright, I
Kick.
got to another match after being.
What is
dropped
he
by
doing?
that.
Showing his butthole on stream or something?
No, he
you go.
was saying some colorful slurs, and you know, as lenient as Kick is, I don't think they're that lenient.
How do you get banned from Kick?
Yeah, especially when you get the amount of
Here we
reports
go,
that
I'm going
he
with that
probably
cheesy ass
got.
ballistic shield.
So now he's just down to YouTube and TikTok.
Smoking a
That is all
frag.
he has. But his TikTok the other day got a violation, so who knows?
He might be one of those dudes that gets DSP's fate of getting banned from the entire internet. What's left? He's gonna stream on Pornhub?
Might as well, bro. I think mainly it's the TTS that gets donated.
There you go.
Saying
this game does seem
various
fun. It
slurs.
seems like
I
it's got a
think
lot
No,
of
turn that shit
elements,
off,
like
man.
grappling hook
is
and,
ultimately what is getting.
either you're
Well,
reaching or
it's
defending.
funny.
I like that. At the same time, the beta
No,
is
it's
very
messed
wonky.
up
It's
when you
very
get
hard to
banned
get in
from
a match.
Yeah, bro.
Two
Like
of my
that
matches have
platform
dropped
is
or
like the
crashed
Wild
already.
West, and like
So,
when you get banned from there, it's like, what are you doing with your life at this point,
for
bro?
the retail game or not.
But
I'm honestly kind of glad they delayed it at this point. I really am.
His brother, I think, it has to have been his brother, but basically either that or Shanks. But like, someone's like fucked with his notifications on stream, so like whenever someone donates,
Found
it's
it.
just like a gorilla, like monkey doing like the ooh ooh ah ah like thing.
That's
and
funny.
Like, they even like
balls.
replaced like
Woohoo!
before it used to be like a
Where you
picture
going,
of
boy?
him
Come
or
back here.
something, and now they
your
replaced
bus-
it with
get your
like a
ass back
mini
here.
gif of
Don't put
like
that shit
him
down.
in the webcam or like
Wah!
his
Wah!
face,
Troll
but
your
instead of
ass.
it being like a face,
Troll
it's like
your ass.
a face of like a monkey, and it has like his dreads and shit on it and everything. And he doesn't know how to switch it back.
Oh, I know where to go.
So he,
What are you doing?
yeah, so
you
that's
moron?
just been going on for a while now. And then, there are some very, very, very colorful individuals out there who have figured out how to make the TTS do certain things. So they donated, and I don't know how this person figured this out, but like it's like these like weird like letters or whatever that you would put in the TTS, and the guy like the TTS voice goes,
I got a kill. Oh no, I destroyed
and
one
he's
wire.
like, so it's kind of like
Oh,
a
I thought I
humping
got a
sound
kill.
almost, and they're like, "Ah, yes, Shanks, thank you," or like, so it just like they pretend like they're like hooking up with his girlfriend, and
right
then
there.
like, and so he gets like hella mad about it, and then they found a way to make like a glug 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 sound, and he's like, "Your Shanks is sucking on my balls right now," glug 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 glug, and he just like freaks the fuck out.
Oh, shotgun blast to the chest. My body just go spontaneously lost.
I fuck with this dude so
What was
much.
that? Or was that? No, you know
Oh,
what?
I
was
love
was
that,
the
man.
C4. Yeah, which I tried to shoot. I tried to shoot that C4 a bunch of times.
Six Erican's a funny
It did
dude.
nothing. Oh, we
And
got
whatever
one
happened to
guy
Ninja Killer? Is he
doing
done with him
absolutely
forever?
fucking Nothing at all.
Yeah, I
That's
think
nice.
pretty much, yeah. They, he hasn't really made
So,
an
well, obviously we're
appearance
down a
on
player
there
and we're
in
gonna
a
lose.
while.
Ninja Killer and him were the funniest duo, because Ninja
Oh,
Killer would
yeah.
have so little patience for his bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Ninja.
Oh, Ninja, just admit that I bring in the numbers. I'll bring in the numbers. Are you
Wow,
done?
Great cameras to follow.
Done? Can I leave? I'll bring in the numbers. I'm a boss. I'm a boss, Ninja Killer.
Look, great cameras.
Reminds me so
And the
much of
best-
Master Shake and Frylock was their dynamic.
I can't see anything else. I want to see
Oh,
another
is
fucking
that,
camera. What is this shit?
Master Shake and Frylock. That's the, fuck, dude. It was an Adult Swim
What the
show,
fuck?
right?
Yeah,
I
Aquatine
can't
Hunger
remember
Force.
it. Aquatine, there it is. Okay. I knew, I was like, yeah, I know that show, but I like, couldn't think of the name.
Yeah,
What was
those
that?
dudes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I could see that for
Oh, he just
sure.
blew up
But
the-
like the
one of the-
best
the
is like
floors,
when
I
it was
think.
their first interactions together, where they were like,
Yeah, look, he blew up the floor.
or was it their
above
first
the
interaction? But it was like
objective. That's
when
pretty
they
cool.
like fought each other for the first time.
Yeah.
And he like called them on Discord, and Ninja's like, "What do you want?" He's like, "Bro, we were talking. Why did you just hang up like that?" And then like. It was Ninja was like,
Trying to
because
be
I'm
very
done,
careful.
I got off, and then like he's like, all right, Ninja. He's like, why don't you put on the face cam? I want to look at you. I want to have a
Heard that.
conversation with you. And Ninja's
know.
like, okay, yeah, hold on 1 second, and just hangs up the call. and like Erican's just like, Ninja,
Oh my god.
Ninja,
Are you
and he
fucking
starts
serious?
freaking out.
Are you fucking serious? They walked in.
I
he
enjoyed
threw
the
corner,
times where
and
he would
immediately
call
got
up Ninja
slaughtered.
Killer
Wow.
to talk about non-stop stupid shit, and Ninja Killer would say,
Yeah.
"Are you done? Can I leave?"
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Only one guy left. It's one-on-one.
I
because that other
think
guy's
I think a
idling
lot of them
outside.
have figured out
Not even
that
there.
the more
What the hell kind of sight is this on this?
Hell
fucking
yeah, soldier. Hell yeah.
gun? Never seen a sight like that before.
It's a red dot side. Well, it's a holographic. Man, DSP spends the entire game being dead and watching the other players.
I didn't know he made music for Adult Swim. That's interesting. Okay.
Did he make music for Metalocalypse?
You got him. Haha,
Maybe.
last
I
second
don't know,
too.
actually.
Damn, yeah, but the last second.
I know of MF Doom. I know some of his songs, but I don't really know much about him outside of that.
I'm excited for Neo 3 and Ninja Gaiden 4.
Sadly enough, I
I'm
was
excited.
second ranked on my team.
I've never played any of the Neos.
What?
Or Ninja Gaiden.
What?
Enough.
How dare you?
Probably why I'm not excited for
Alright,
any
so now
new
we're
games, because
defending,
I haven't
which means I
played
can't
any of
get
that
this,
stuff.
the shield.
Maybe if I
Come
played that
on,
stuff,
man.
I would be like, okay, yeah, I might too.
Come on now, Cardinals. You gotta play Neo.
Semi-automatic
Neo's
shotgun.
good.
Damn, I need a frag, and no one has a frag, right? Look,
I'll say it. It's better than Dark Souls. Neo's better than
they're
Dark
all the
Souls.
same shit. No one has a
Is
frag
it that
grenade at
type
all.
of game?
Yeah.
So if you
Okay,
don't have a frag
alright.
grenade, how do you stop the guy with the fucking shield? It's impossible.
It's impossible to beat a guy with a shield as DSP got defeated while using a shield.
I
So
have
clearly
no
it's
idea.
not.
Well, confirm loadout.
I have to, I have to say though, I remember I played Dark Souls for the first time a very long time ago. I think it was when the first remaster they came out with launched and of Dark Souls 1. And I'm like, you know what, dude? I remember people saying this game's like difficult as hell.
3
but
windows
check
in
it
the
out.
shower. That's pretty
I think I
funny.
made it about like 2 hours into that game, and I was like, all right, I'm done here. You know, it's good. That was fun, you know, and just left it there. But now that I am more of a gamer, I would like to go back and try it out and see if it's any better, like if I'm enjoy it at all.
Dark
But
Souls
if you're
isn't
saying
hard.
if you say Neo is like similar, then I'll definitely check that out. Especially if that's a recommendation.
Oh,
from
definitely.
you. I trust your recommendations.
In many ways, it's easier. In many ways, it's easier because it's got a different sort of loot system. It's far more RPG-like. You can have different builds and whatnot that have, for example, say you have the red dragon armor. And so if you have all the pieces of the red dragon armor, you get certain stat boosts and whatnot. So it's far more like
okay.
What the
that.
hell's he doing? He put that up for absolutely
There's
no reason.
it's similar to class tier stuff in WoW. So like in
Alright,
WoW,
camp.
like there's like
Camping
different
101.
armor sets for each of the classes from like the different raids. And if you have like X amount of number of pieces of like the
Yes,
armor tier
yes.
set equipped, you get like different bonuses.
Yes, and you can mix and match. You could have 3 pieces of one set and 3 pieces of another. And
Yeah.
Camp.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was never good in WoW to do that, to mix this tier set, or at least I don't think it was. I don't know. I mean, when I played, it wasn't like people weren't doing that. Like you
Oh,
would just
God.
have like you would just
Coming
have
in the
like
window,
some
you
tier
saw that?
sets that you'd have some tier gear that you would put on in combination with like other like items that were like really good, but you really didn't mix the tier sets
No.
together.
The window.
So that sounds cool that you can mix them though, and it
Yeah,
actually
it's
does
hype,
something.
man. It's very hype. And realistically, I'm going to be completely real. Souls games are not hard. They're not. The thing about them is that they require a very specific way to play them. And they're only hard if you don't
Wow,
get that
he's right there,
specific
he
way.
killed him.
Most people are used to hacking away like a lumberjack at the enemy and assuming that the enemy will respect that and promptly die. And Souls games don't work that way. You can hack away and eventually they will get tired of you and slap you across the map.
Took that shit out.
Yeah, I always thought it was just like a patience type
Yes.
thing, you know, where
Fuck you,
it's like
drone
if you're
bitch.
patient enough, like you can, you know, get around it. Not a big deal.
Mm-hmm. There's only a handful of enemies in all the Souls games that you really have to lock in for. Most of them you can kind of annihilate without real much problem.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh God.
Ow.
What happened?
Yeah, what did that?
Some sort of breach charge or something?
Who's in the window? Yeah. Who's in the window? Shit.
DSP has died every single game. Yeah, Sekiro is get good,
My
for
death
sure.
scream was ridiculous. Oh!
What the hell's wrong with this guy,
Okay
man?
then.
What makes you say that, soldier?
Sekiro has no builds. There's no...
Oh, really?
It's
Is it, like-
entirely get good.
Really?
Oh,
Is that
shit.
because there's of like the parry system?
Yeah,
Or-
parry system.
Follow him around.
Okay.
How's it going, Casper? I'm enjoying the Indivestments Day.
Today will no longer be known as the day that America
Teabagged him and
is
stabbed
named
his
their
neck.
independence. It will be known as the day that Philip Burnell has retired pieces of clothing.
But he might bring them back later.
He will bring them back later when he
What the
stops
hell?
consistently
Dude,
getting
what?
money and needs to
He
return. to
sprayed
an old
and never
gimmick
hit the
in
guy,
order
and the guy
to
died,
get
according
money
to my
again.
screen there. Holy crap.
We will not go quietly into the closet. We will remember our Indivestment Day.
That's when racism do, See, I can respect games like that though, where you gotta like actually learn the shit. Like you can't just cheese it.
All right, let's see what he's up to real quick. I want to see what Dark Fadil's up to. It's only going to be a couple seconds. I'm not restreaming this dickhead.
There we go.
Yeah, you know you get sued.
Attacking
You know,
now.
dude, it's illegal.
I'm waiting for it. I wish he would sue me. Of all the detractors, I wish he would sue me.
Oh yeah, me too, dude.
What the hell is this shit?
Oh, it's the cowboy hat, dude. You know.
Oh man, look at that. We got picture in picture. We can see Phil from multiple angles.
Yes, sir.
Which
That's what
hat
it's
is
all
best?
about, dude.
Beret all day, man. God, what a dump. What is this stupid ass dumpster fire of a room here?
It's the closet, bro. He's Eminem, bro. Clean out his
Bring it to a
closet.
special facility where you have to give it to them. It has to be clean and pristine, and then they'll take
Except
it. It's so
instead of
fucking
saying
dumb.
"Sorry, Mama, I never meant to make you cry," he says, "I'm sorry, Mama. I'm not ever giving you the money back, and there's no 10-year plan."
Exactly. It is time for Men the One Ways. It's time for this man. Well, sort of man. Oh shit, arcade stick box. Why do you have all this shit? Throw it away, idiot.
All right.
What are we looking at, Phil? How much money's he got? I haven't really paid attention. Let's see.
It's a very obscene amount, more than he probably should get for shit like this. But you know, I mean,
I don't know, man. Maybe DSP and his fans are kind of made for each other.
I don't know what exact day the 20th is.
Well, what day is it today? It's the
Remind me,
4th.
we can look into it.
How many times seven? How many additions to 7 do you need?
If you remind me when we're closer to your birthday, Jade, I'll look into it.
Jade, you stupid butthole.
On my birthday and the 20th, and then I'll try to remember. Okay?
apparently never heard that Eminem song. I said, "I'm sorry, my wife, dude." Yeah, dude.
Okay.
I haven't listened to a lot of Eminem. I should listen more.
I listen to a lot of the older
I'm
stuff.
done with it.
And then I'll probably put it on again.
Yeah, 757 out of 900.
That's
just
insane,
disgusting.
dude.
That is disgusting, bro.
For cleaning out your disgusting shit?
Yeah.
Another vest and another shot.
Well, you're a bum,
Another
Phil.
vet, yeah, bro.
If they're made for each other, there's a God. God is cursed and a sick motherfucker. Pretty much. There's a sick motherfucker
Yeah.
named Yahweh.
Okay.
Hey.
Alright, we got this, Phil. We got
Get
this.
the Saturn stick.
We can win this. Saturn stick.
Listen, Eminem
Alright, I'll
has
do like
not
one or
been
two more
good ever
matches
since
of
he
this
stopped
mode, and
doing
I'll go over
drugs.
to that terrorist
I will
mode.
die
We'll
on
try
the hill.
that.
So listen to the older stuff where he was like unhinged on different drugs.
Yeah, he was
and-
pretty cool back in the day.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not, Mars. It's never over. There's never enough money for Dark's Fadil.
Hearing him talk about though, like, cause there was like interviews of like him like explaining some of the lyrics. So there's like the one part of the one song. I forget it off the top of my
fucking
head. Someone in
dicks.
chat probably knows, but he's like, Will Smith doesn't have to cuss in his records, so fuck him, fuck you too.
Hold
And
on,
that
I
was
got a confused
because
right here.
at the music awards, apparently, like
Woohoo!
Will Smith
Right
wrote
up his
something
butthole.
that year,
Well, it's right on the
and
main
he
floor
was
here.
like in his acceptance speech,
Right on the
he
main
was
floor.
like, I don't have to
In the,
curse in my
in the room
records
with
or my
a
song. You know,
pool
this is
table,
proof
so.
of that. And like, you know, apparently
What the
like
fuck's
Eminem
going
like,
on?
took like offense
Two
to that
people
'cause
just
he's
died.
like, you know,
What
some
happened?
people do, you know, because
the
it
fuck?
exhibits like different emotions or like shows like different stuff. So
Yeah.
he kind of took it as like as like Will Smith kind of like backhanging like rapper or something.
Yeah.
God, I'm shot him in his balls.
Yeah, I can see that.
What the hell just happened? Seriously.
At least I have popcorn
What?
chicken. That's what's up. Oh, wait, how did he die?
What?
Hold on a second.
What the hell?
Okay.
God, I'm shot him in his balls.
Killed that dude. He did get that dude.
What the hell just happened? Seriously. What? What?
Yeah,
Where the
I
fuck
get
is
Oh,
this guy?
shocking dude behind him. Okay.
It
His whole team was dead. Oh, look, he was camping right here. I didn't see him.
I feel like
What? And according to the game, he didn't shoot me.
I feel like
he never actually shot me.
the Recovery album actually wasn't as
He
bad as
never
a lot of
actually
people said,
shot
but
me at
yeah,
all.
I
He was
agree.
way
It
off.
was not as much as like I guess like what people were expecting, but
Damn.
the one song that
Flawless
I've always liked
victory,
on
I'm
that
so
though
good.
is the "Won't Back Down." That's just because
I'm
it was
so
a
good, I
Zombies
deserve this
Easter egg
flawless
song
victory
and
rating. Everyone
the
knows
One Map
it.
5.
No one could question
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And yeah, it was like hella hype, dude.
I remember he had that song
one
called
can
Kids,
question my
and it had a
skill.
weird Cartman dude in it.
Yes!
Oh
Yes!
yeah. And it
That's
was,
when
like,
I
making
first
fun
heard
of
about the
that.
guy.
Yeah.
Look at that renown gain, baby. I'm
And then
so
like the
good.
little skits he would do sometimes, like the
Best
Ken
player
from
ever.
Connecticut.
Ever. Yeah, right. Well, we'll see if this matches up. If it matches up
DSP
over
got
one
gunned
more
down with a
round,
shotgun camping.
I'm gonna
That's
try the
funny as hell to
terrorist
me.
hunt mode and see what that's all about.
You should pay more attention. Has he confirmed that he's going to play Neo 3? Has anyone, have any of you in chat heard that he's brought it up? Because I don't watch this dude anymore, man. I think about it sometimes. I think about going and restreaming him, but it hardly seems worth it anymore because every single stream is shit. This guy's a lame ass.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright,
really,
working.
it's just the begging parts that are like the part, you know. But I could just watch a video, like so. Like I used to stay up and watch like some of the night streams,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the times, but I can't even do that now.
He wasn't
I
doing
just-
Neo 3?
Those are some
What?
hideous-
All right, well, damn it.
hideous-looking guns.
Oh, all right, we got to get some alt accounts on that. We need to get some sock accounts on that to gaslight him into playing it.
Yeah, tell him that his Neo playthroughs were really good and that people are looking forward to Neo 3.
Yeah, been a
And he
fan
did a
since
really good
Neo
run, too,
playthrough.
and everyone was impressed. You should do Neo 3.
Yeah, dude, just suck him off. Like, do a little light sucking, just of like, you know what, Phil? Been a fan since your Neo playthroughs. It really
Yeah.
inspired me to get off the couch and do something with my life and stop
Mm-hmm.
doing drugs and not be angry, you know?
I would donate money, but all my money is gone because I made bad choices. I don't have a business degree.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
just, you know, my wife
Will it
left and
work?
took
I
the
hope so.
kids, so I got a lot of alimony I gotta
Go again.
pay.
Yeah, man. Sorry. That's funny. Yeah, he's been a stupid butthole. Because here's the thing, is that when I first got into Phil, the begging wasn't as
Shit, I don't
intense.
want the barbed wire.
And
Yes, I do.
I've always been more of a fan of the weirdness of Phil more than the begging. And I was able to ignore the begging for a long time. But then when it became the entire content, it was hard to ignore it. It's impossible to ignore it.
My barbed wire.
And even like his weird segments that were at once washable aren't even weird as they are just more so cringe. You're just like, oh god, why is he
Mhm.
saying that, or why is he doing that? It's like, oh,
What a loser, Soldier. It's the difference. I need to do a Steve of the Dead style 9-hour long video on this. But I want to do a video comparing DSP with Super Best Friends because they could not be more opposites on everything. One of the things that Matt talked about one time that I 100% get behind is that he said, you know, you have people who complain about Souls games and they say, what, do you want 50 different Souls games? Yes. Yes, I do. DSP on the other hand, oh, there's 50 different Souls games. I'm not going to play those. You're a loser, man.
I get like some of the complaints about like there
Someone got
being too
killed.
many, because like, you get like ones that are just like obvious,
Damn.
like cut and
Kinda shit going
paste,
on
like
above
they're
me.
just trying to like cash in on the trend.
Yeah.
But but like that's having so many
Yeah,
is
dude.
also
What the
what
fuck,
breeds
dude?
good
I shot the shit out of him. He's still
and
alive.
then you
He
get
saw
one
blood.
that actually
He's
comes
still
along
alive.
and is innovative.
I can't kill
and,
anyone
like,
behind a
does
fucking
something
riot shield.
a
Look.
bit different, but it takes like
What the
the
fuck?
essence
the
of
whole
like
wall
what a Souls
disappeared.
game is, like the best parts of it, and then like adds like a spin to it or something like that.
Yeah,
You
and
know what I'm
Neo
saying?
definitely does that. Neo is far more of, say, Diablo plus Souls.
Oh, okay, that's really
I can't
cool.
kill
then.
anyone with a riot shield ever.
Or at least in terms of, you got all this
still
loot
have it.
dropping, you can build your builds all kinds of weird
really?
ways.
You need a frag.
Yeah.
No, you can't have frags
That
when
makes
you're
me
on
want to
defense.
play
Frags
even
are only
more
for
because
offense.
Path
the
of
fuck is this guy
Exile
doing
is
with his
basically
hands?
the.
Is
It has
this
been
some fucking
deemed
kung
the
fu or
spiritual
something? What is
successor
it?
to Diablo
That's pretty funny.
2.
Do a Tai Chi.
So.
Doing martial arts. Definitely, I think you would enjoy it. I think everyone should
The
enjoy
same guy
Neo.
who killed me is right here with a riot shield. Look.
This guy's doing it right. That was weird how he was holding his hands earlier. It was kind of bizarre. Oh, this dude's
You can't
terrible
kill
too.
him.
Because he's missing most of his shots, man.
You can't kill this fucking guy because he had the stupid shield.
Oh god, this guy's annoying.
Not that laugh, bro. Not the.
Yeah, it's the worst laugh
Blow
ever.
Did he get the
Did it
riot
work?
shield saved him? Oh no, he didn't.
There's the laugh we're looking for.
There's the ack. That was good. DSP technically did a challenge run on Neo. Technically.
What was the challenge? Damn.
So one of the things about Neo that's cool is you have a stance system where every single weapon has 3 different stances you can use with it. There's high stance is usually high-powered slow attacks. Mid stance is middle line.
riot shield,
And then
dude.
there's low stance, which are
What the
faster
fuck?
and less
Riot
damaging
shield.
moves. Well, there's also the
Why is
physical
riot shield
placement
so
of the
good?
attacks. High stance is very vertical, and mid stance is more horizontal, and low stance is also vertical. Well, DSP used mid stance the entire game. So because he was doing a bunch of horizontal slashes, there's a couple enemies that are crawling along the ground that are hard to hit while in that stance. And he refused to switch stances.
It's cheap as hell.
So he just probably was bitching the whole time.
Yes.
Like, oh, how are you supposed to do this? What
How am I
are you
supposed to hit
doing?"
him?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
He also never finished Neo, which was funny to me.
Wait, he really never finished it? Bro?
He had the DLC. He had the DLC, and he rage quit on the second from last boss, which admittedly is a hard boss. The last boss is easier, but the second from last boss he eventually gave up. And then people gave him shit later about it, and he said, "Well, it wouldn't even matter because it would have all been the same," which is hardly much of a defense. Yeah, and he didn't do the parrying at all. He didn't even really engage with the game.
Going up, I'm going down. Shit, I'm stuck on a fucking thing.
Yeah, Neo's
Oh,
good.
Found it? I found it. Upstairs.
Container has been located.
God, I gotta piss again. I should get one of those LTG piss jugs, man.
Yeah, dude.
10 seconds to go.
I hear it's a lot.
Hey, buddy.
more cleanly.
5 seconds.
Cleaner.
Yeah, it's better for your penis.
Proceed to biohazard container location.
Why none of you cheating like me and using this stupid fucking shield? It's cheap as hell. Come on, use
He
it.
uses the shield and then dies. He's used the shield and died every time he's used it, but then doesn't have that same skill set whenever he's facing the shield. Because he thinks that maybe he can shoot enough times that maybe a bullet will slip past. He doesn't even bother to flank him or anything. You've been spotted, bro. Watch out. Okay, that's a pretty decent strategy. Let's see if it worked.
I will say,
Yeah.
like, one thing about Siege I do like is, like, the camera aspect, like, in the beginning, where you have, like, time to, like, kind of prep and everything.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, like, I feel like if they were just to have had that and, like, removed, like, the agent abilities and shit, like, it'd
Got
be,
'em.
like, a much better game.
Definitely.
But, again, that could just be me being out of touch, you know, with what
Yeah.
the youngins are wanting nowadays.
You don't know how life works.
No, yeah. I didn't make a game,
What?
so I have no reason to be able to criticize a game, right?
No.
Like,
You haven't been doing
by
this for
his-
17 years either.
yeah, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what's
Dead.
going on. What the fuck? Where was this guy?
Oh my god, this guy's terrible. He has no
I didn't know where the
situational
fuck
awareness.
This guy was. Look. God damn it. He killed the guy behind me and then crawled down the stairs so I couldn't see him and then crawled back up. Damn it. Well, that sucked.
Yo, did you hear who's next on Going Green?
Oh, who we got now?
This next Friday we have Lechero, and he's watching GTA
God damn it.
Liberty City Stories. And then Saturday we've got Mr. Ludacris.
Alright, we got one
So
more round,
back-to-back
right?
then?
Yes, it's gonna be a back-to-back Going Green. I'll probably die, but that's okay.
No shield.
That's alright,
Round of
dude.
defense.
Yeah, I've had a good life.
I'll remember you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
Tell the people that I died doing something kind of cool. I don't know, a 900 McTwist variable or something. Something cool.
I mean, I was just gonna say he died trying to build his own Gundam mech in real life.
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
should
okay,
look
that's
at
good. Oh boy, trying to get in the Familia DSP. I'm already in Familia DSP. I'm on that episode.
Yeah. You've made a few appearances, even one with speaking lines.
Yeah, it was pretty wild because I got spoiled on it because someone texted me and they said, "Hey, did you provide voice lines for that show?" I said, "Don't ask me this. I didn't know that."
Alright.
Now I didn't know I was on the show.
Here we go, the final round. We're defending.
The answer is no, I did not. It was AI.
Yeah, I figured as much. The way it was talking, I was like, oh
barbed
no,
wire down
this
somewhere.
is definitely.
He's not talking about ninjas or JoJo. This is definitely fake.
Actually, you know what? Shit. I should have probably put it together based on that alone, but I didn't. Well, I'm whatever. I'm a fake fan.
It's
Double
cool.
razor
It's
wire.
cool. I'm a fake fan of myself.
Triple razor wire.
And then we got what was it? Oh, he wants to watch Heavy Rain.
I really can't get the fuck
He wants to watch Heavy Rain. Mr. Ludacris.
Heavy Rain's a good one. I didn't watch all of it, but from like the hour that I watched, I was like, oh, this is funny. Now I know why this is a meme that people say, hey, I've been watching you from this, dude. Like,
I heard that I've seen the only clip that I've seen is when they're in the club, the nightclub scene, and he can't figure out how to move his character. That's the only scene that I've seen from that.
That would be something that would happen in it.
Drone.
I haven't seen anything else from that. Watch out. What's happening? Got some smoke grenades going off. It's too bad DSP didn't stick with this game.
It's pretty funny the smoke came through the wall.
I like this era of Darkside Phil. There's no camera, so I don't have to look at the dude, but I get at least his dialogue and stuff.
Oh, it's crazy, man. There's a, it was probably
Our
Tekken
gadget,
who I was watching. But, like, someone in chat, on DSP's chat, said, said something about him, like, dyeing his hair. And, of course, Phil was like, oh, no, I don't dye my hair, but whatever. And then they were talking about, like, how, like, he used to do, like, YouTube shorts or whatever. And it's so clear as day, like, he has to dye his hair, because if you go back and
Nobody
watch
dyed
the
yet?
first YouTube short that he posted,
one of them died, I
he
think.
obviously has gray hair in his head,
Somehow took
like on his
damage, even
head.
though, none of them
And
made it
then
in here.
when you
That's
go
nice.
and you watch, like, the next one, or, like, two after that, he just has, like, this full, like, jet black hair. It's like, wait, how did that happen?
Yeah. That definitely feels like it should have more attention called to it. Here's the thing with DSP is that I don't even necessarily think there's anything wrong with that. But it's because,
No,
again...
neither do I.
No. But it's again because DSP made this claim that you're not aging gracefully. He shit on people. You can dye your hair if you want to. If you don't want to be gray yet, that's within your rights to dye your hair, you know?
Yeah,
But he
look,
makes these stupid claims.
There is definitely people out there who are old, and you can tell, but they don't have like gray hair, and they have their shit dyed, and it looks good. You're like, okay, yeah,
Took his
like
leg
he's
out.
old,
Fuck
but
that
like
shit.
it looks good. However, there
Took his
are
leg
some
out.
old people out there who it does not look good on,
Here we go.
and you're
Here
just
it
like,
is.
oh no, like
Legs.
this does
Shoot
not
the legs.
suit you.
That was
you
the
know?
key. Shoot
But,
That's
like,
not suiting you well.
yeah, but he's not
All right,
He's not like at
flawless
that
victory.
point.
Yes,
He's not
I'm
at
so
that
good
age
at this
yet,
game.
and
I'm terrible at
he
it.
just
but
thinks
I
that
get
like
the idea.
you know, like the
None of us
majority of
died,
his shit that he does, like
Shoot the legs.
isn't even like that big of a deal.
All right, now I do what I want to do.
Like making fun of, like if it was just like any other
Yes,
person.
I got no experience.
But it's
in zero
because of
renown
like
game.
how he
Excellent.
reacts to
I think now
people
what I wanna
saying
do,
that,
I want
and
to
like the fact that
play
he
the other
lies
mode, which is called,
about
what, terrorist
a
hunt or something
good
like
amount
that.
of shit.
And I wanna
Is
see what
why
that ends up being, so
it
that's what
will
I'll do
forever
next.
be something that gets brought up and like said to him.
All right,
and
so
he's
this is
gonna
called
be like,
Terrorist
no,
Hunt
no, I
Classic.
don't
I'm
do
not
that,
exactly sure what it
you know,
is.
so.
Exactly. This dude has spent his whole life saying A is bad. A is terrible. I hate A. If you do A, you're a bad person. Doing A is indicative of a bad content creator. And then on Tuesday, he does A. And I wouldn't care ever if he does A. I don't care. But the thing about it is that this dude spent yesterday talking about how if you do A, you should be beaten with a sack of coins.
Yeah.
I don't care that he dyes his hair. I really don't.
Yeah.
But this dude
like
made
the
such a
same
fuss
thing.
over it.
It's like the same thing about like his wife being fat, dude. It's like, okay, yeah, who cares? Like,
Yeah, I
you're always
don't.
fat, whatever. But like, you know, for the fact that it bothers the fuck out of you, like, I'm gonna keep saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Action.
Especially,
Wait a minute.
like
Look at this, it
I've
runs
even
in
had
only-
like friends,
Dude,
like,
it's
like
running in
online
less than
friends, like
30
people I used to play
frames
WoW
per second.
with,
The
that
other
taught
game
me a
mode, the
very
multiplayer runs in
valuable
full
lesson.
60.
Is
This
that
mode is running in
when
less than
somebody messes with you and you
30.
react
This is like
so
maybe
much to
20
it,
frames per second. Are
they
you
will
serious?
continue to do that same
Wow,
thing
this is
over and
terrible.
over again because they know it like gets to you.
Exactly.
So, you know, he lost
What
that
was-
war right there.
No, exactly. And it's stuff that you learn in middle school. It's stuff that you learn is that if I'm bothered by, say, people talking about my gout, the best way you can truly handle it is to not flip out every time they do it. But he says this, is I'm not going to react anymore. Then he immediately goes and reacts. Oh, the one who waits, I'm talking about how when DSP has an opinion about a subject, it's never even moderate. It always has to be, if you do this, you're a bad person.
Right.
I just shot that guy a bunch of times.
That is weird how that guy did not drop. What the hell was that? Watch out, Phil. You're surrounded on all sides. You gotta go. You gotta kill him. Nice, nice. You're gonna die. Oh, he got one. Holy shit.
This mode sucks.
He's killing them all. Missing most of your shots there,
Frame rate's
buddy.
so low, I can't even see if I'm aiming at the guy.
What are you talking about? No, you're not. You're missing most of your shots, too. There you
God
go.
damn.
This dude's trash, bro.
Oh my god, the frame rate is garbage, his gameplay is garbage.
Looks fine to me. I don't know what he's
Camera,
talking
what's
about.
going on? Because I'm in the barbed wire, I'm jiggling around like an asshole.
Don't look
Ugh.
The game's incorrect, bro.
I took out like all the dudes myself. What the fuck is my team doing?
He did a pretty good job of taking all these dudes out. I will give him credit for that.
No, really, what are they doing?
He ran into a bunch of enemies that happened to be worse than him. Pretty impressive, I guess. Yo, you watch Squid Game?
No, I haven't touched that show.
It's pretty good. I finished the last season today. It's a good series.
Ugh.
It's basically Trolley Dilemma, the show.
Look at
The entire show is multiple trolley dilemmas.
Oh, come on! I melee
yeah,
him, he didn't do
okay.
shit.
I
You
get
saw
what
that,
you're
right?
saying. I kind of put that
I
together
meleeed
a
his ass
little
to do
bit,
anything.
like from based on like the few like tidbits here and there that I've like heard about it. My
What the
girlfriend
fuck?
really likes it.
What
but
was
I
that?
haven't
He was like
really
arm was flailing.
watched it.
What is happening with
I
this
highly
game?
recommend it. It's a show that takes itself seriously, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm confused as hell.
Watch out, Phil. Oh, wait, Phil's dead. Watch out, other guy.
Oh god, 20 frames. What happened here? How could the multiplayer run at 60 frames, but this mode only 20 frames?
Oh, no, man.
What
Write
the-
your congressman. That'd be kind of a fun little thing to do, a fun prank to do. Is write your congressman or write the Washington congressman as Darkside Phil and complain about shit. And then post the letters you get back.
Success.
Oh, dude, there is something I think it was ALT said the other day that made me think of you. Like, cause he's really been like laying it on thick, like Phil. He has been laying it on thick about how he could like sue everybody on all this shit. And so he
so easy. I shouldn't even die. It's the fucking mail was so delayed.
Like, oh my god. He's like, could you imagine the amount of people that would be outside the courthouse? And he's like, and you know what? He's like, just people inside the courthouse. Did you get like people that dress up like different characters? Like someone dresses up like PPP or something like that.
Yes.
I'm not gonna do
we get like 5 different like black guys with all the name tags that just say Tevin.
I'm gonna wear blackface and call myself Tevin.
But the reason why it made me think of you because it reminded me of like your flash mob.
Yeah.
So I was like, can we just imagine it's a flash mob out there too?
That'd be great, man. That'd be great. I wish he would sue us. I wish he would. It would be so much fun if he sued us. Because he's going to lose. He's going to get his ass bodied. But damn, here's what I think is, don't go for the throat. If he ever does sue any of the detractors, don't go for the throat and destroy him. Instead, drag it out. I promise you it'll be funnier.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is like, even if by somehow, by the grace of God, he wins, it would be just worth it in general because the amount of shit he would have to like reveal that would have to come out would just be hilarious. Because one of the parts, like when you're doing these like lawsuits for like defamation or like stealing content,
yes, Casper,
like you have to like show like damages, like proof of like loss of like money and stuff. And he would have to then reveal his income so they could gauge how much would be enough to pay back, and that would like reveal all his like to prove damages, right? Casper gets it. So like so just to see like all his finances again and have him not be able to like hide behind the guise of like, oh well, how do you know that that's actually mine?
Yes.
Well, now we definitely know it's yours because it's been revealed in a court of law.
Exactly.
So you can't hide behind that. Oh well, what if it's not even mine?
Who put it in his head recently that he could sue these people? Someone told him.
I don't know, actually. Oh, because they were bringing up the H3H3 lawsuit.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Phil, bro, you'd get bodied, man. Oh, dude on the left. All right, got him. Good.
Although the H3H3 lawsuit is completely different from anything that he's like crying and bitching about.
Yeah, he's saying, because the H3H3 thing is these dudes were telling people, don't go watch H3H3, just watch our streams. And here's the thing, multiple times during my restreams, I straight up told my audience, guys, go to Darkside Phil and donate if you want to. And I'm shocked that there were no takers.
Yeah, it's crazy. And
no one was down for it.
He thinks that, like, his even, like, his concept of, like, his whole like idea of like how all this is like supposed to work is just also severely yeah, that's true.
That's weird about Carl Jobs is because when that first happened, people went into his chat and told him about it, and he said that it wasn't relevant. So I guess it had to fester for a minute before he decided it was, huh?
Well, he must have been on Twitter one day and saw some shit about it. Either that or, like, I don't know, someone sent him an email about it. I don't know. These people are fucking weird. But, yeah, no, Maddie's right.
Exactly the one ways. But the thing about that command to, if you guys want to donate to Phil, is that it demonstrates that you guys don't want to. And that's really all it is. If people wanted to donate to you, Phil, there's nothing I could do or anyone could do to stop them. I can't stop any of these people from donating to Phil. So this idea that I'm withholding his money, I'm preventing him from getting his money, it's complete shit. It's complete shit. What am I going to do? Embargo you if you donate to Phil? I'm going to call you an idiot, but that's all I can do.
Well, his big thing is a viewer counts as a $sign because of ad revenue.
Mhm.
So just you taking the views alone, he sees as like illegal because that's ad money he could be earning.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, he's admitted himself he doesn't earn much over. He you know,
All
like
right, one
it's
more.
like the
Let's do one more.
It's like
Probably
for
be another
those of
different
you
map.
who've seen The
Yep, it
Office,
is.
like
Cool.
that
So
one
play 3 different
episode
maps
where
on
like
this terrorist
Stanley
hunt
gets
mode.
into an argument with Michael and he's just like, damn it, every time I don't think there's something more stupid that you could do, you always find a way to top it. But it's like the same thing with DSP. Like just when
SAS
you
this
think
time.
like he can't find another way to beg or act like a dipshit, he does it.
Okay.
He
And
does.
so during the Death Stranding playthrough, he managed to leverage the fact that his first video got claimed. He leveraged that into a begging segment of like, yeah, my first video got claimed, so I'm making no money off of it. So, you know, if you want to come by and tip, you know, you should do that. And it's just like, bro, like he's really found a new way. Like that's insane. Man.
Mhm.
Like, that's crazy.
It's I don't get it because he says all the time that he basically gets nothing from ad revenue, and it's realistic that YouTube is rather despotic with their content ID. I get content ID claims every stream, every single stream I have a content ID claim, and I don't care because I have a job, so it doesn't matter to me. But DSP wants that ad revenue so bad that amounts to what, $2? Bro, you could probably find $2 under your car seat. Go playing with me, you know?
Right. Yeah. There's another way that you
How's it
can
going, Kitty?
make up that $2.
Yes. You'll get $2 in donations, Phil. I do believe that.
Here we go.
Yeah, and then he tries to play like the nice guy, like because during that playthrough he was like, "Oh, you know, I'm just gonna let the video and the music play. Like, I don't want to ruin your guys' experience, even though I'm not gonna make any money off of it. Just remember, I'm not making any money off this. But,
Just
you
know that I'm the
doing
victim.
It for, yeah, I'm doing it for you guys, you know, because I'm such a nice guy, and it's like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
That's
got it.
priming. That's priming the tips. Oh no, I'm not getting $3 from advertisements or revenue. Please help me, guys.
What the hell? How's this guy sitting right next to me? Did he kill me?
With that shit, like all
What?
the
Oh my god,
time,
you saw the
because
delay?
then, like,
Oh my
the very
god.
next day,
Insane delay.
or a couple days after, he was doing that taxi.
These terrorists were the worst
like,
fucking shots
thing,
on the planet.
And he's like, yeah, I'm playing it without the radio because, you know, I got claimed the other video that I did, and
was
so,
apparently a bomb
you know,
there.
I lost out on all that money.
Through,
And
yeah,
it's like,
look.
wait,
I vaulted
wait.
and there was a bomb.
Rewind that back. I thought you didn't
Some kind of
care about
C4
the
or
ad
something. They're
revenue
blowing
because
my
it
fucking
doesn't
legs
give
off,
you that
damn.
much money. But now you like, dude, it's just like, shut up. Like, you're not even consistent with like your bullshit. It's just like so bad. And it's like if you didn't have the audience that you have, like people would easily see through
That
this
kid was
shit.
sub 30 frames.
It's also a situation where the truth actually serves him better, but he's committed to lying. The real reason why he's so concerned about all this is because if you do get enough copyright claims and copyright flaggings, you lose membership eligibility. And that's what he's concerned about. He's concerned about his membership.
I didn't know that.
Yes, because that's why I don't have memberships. Because I talked to the YouTube about this. I said, "Hey guys, how do I get memberships?" And the guy was rather amusing. He said, "Bro, you have 1,000,000 copyright claims." I said, "All right,
Oh, yeah, all right.
that makes sense." And so DSP is concerned about that, which weirdly enough, that's a completely legitimate concern, 100%. But he doesn't say the truth. Just say the truth.
Because right now this is way too easy.
That's not.
I only died because there was fucking C4 in the room.
We didn't he won't do that at all.
He lies even when it hurts him. Why?
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's right there. Oh
Wait,
god,
what
that guy
happened?
died. There was an explosive in that room. It
like,
got
part
him.
of it too
An explosive
is,
got
like,
his ass.
He still thinks that like one day he'll wake up and
Dude, this idiot.
that
Oh
old
my
ad revenue
god.
will be in there from like different
That's
views.
pathetic.
It's like, bro, that old ad revenue is gone. It is not coming back.
Pathetic.
It is as gone as Pandeli is.
Look at this.
Bro. Like,
No.
Bad.
He's hoping that the
Alright,
well, adpocalypse someday reverses. Bro, that's over. It's about his one acre
Yeah.
picking 1 cent a month would add up to a livable
I'm gonna get my
wage. It's
final
crazy to
thoughts
me.
now on this Rainbow
Exactly,
Six
Big
Siege
Matty.
Beta. Allow me to
Is he done? Oh, he's almost done.
first of all, I leveled up again. I hit level
Hey, let me be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'm sorry I'm pissing so much.
Yeah.
And
No,
this-
you're good. Hello, chat. Someone told Phil to not shoot a cannon at someone. Phil wouldn't listen and fire the cannon anyways. Yeah, because he's like very much so that type of guy that's like, you can't tell me what to do, but he doesn't come off like that. Like, for example, like Wings. Like, Wings definitely comes off as that type of dude who's like, I'm not gonna listen to you, like, you can't tell me what to do. And he even admits that. But like with this dude, he's just kind of like a bitch about it. Yes, dude, we need to hit the lens support goal for the Len Jug. Just kidding. I don't think that's very healthy. Funny enough, a lot of my girlfriend's brothers used to do that a lot. Like whenever they were playing games a lot, like they would just use like a empty bottle. Because their room was upstairs and they didn't want to go downstairs to use the bathroom. I was fortunate enough to have a mini bathroom in my room growing up, so I could just use the bathroom while in a party playing COD, and all that other shit. Should be making video in perpetuity where his words in 2009 video of Spider-Man was taken down. The algorithm search YouTube like a turnkey operation. Yeah. It's a very flawed way of thinking that he thinks like what belongs to him and like what doesn't, and
Get
what
out of here.
is okay and what isn't, when he
wanna
really
play
just
again.
has no idea like what he's talking about.
Oh, there we go.
And it just is so obvious the
Well, he's
more
gonna
you
unlock a new
listen to
class.
him, and then you're just like, wait a second, this guy's retarded.
He does. He has, I think more than anyone I've really witnessed, DSP's emotional reactions to things dictates his worldview.
Yeah.
Endothermic thermite
If I'm
charges.
bothered
This
by
guy has a
something,
cardiac
it must be
sensor, a heart
illegal.
monitor, so you can send people around the place. See that? Huh.
Right, yeah. And then like
All
either
right,
that
well,
or he'll
everyone,
leverage
my
it
thoughts on the
into
Rainbow
sympathy.
Six Siege Beta.
Mhm.
The game to me looks like it has potential. I
Like,
actually
yeah,
like
exactly,
the
the
fact
one
that
who
they
is-
have a shooter, a first-person shooter with a
I need to get
lot
an
of
LTG piss
destructibility.
jug. I
You can
should.
shoot through walls,
I should.
you can shoot through
I need to get a
windows,
toilet
different
installed
breach points.
downstairs here in the
most of these
basement.
games, it's like, oh, there's only certain ways you could do them. Even the
If
original
you're making
Rainbow
money on
Six,
that
I
video in
remember Rainbow Six,
perpetuity was
the
his
first
words
one
about
had
his
Rogue
2009
Spear.
video on YouTube.
Didn't have anything like this. It was
Spider-Man
more like,
was
a
taken
standard
out on
FPS,
that
but it was very
algorithm. He treats
hyper-realistic, where
YouTube
you
like
get
a
shot once or
turnkey
twice a day.
operation.
This
He
is
does
cool
basically
that they're
treat it
adding
like
in
some sort of business that
different
doesn't exist. He
destructible
thinks that he has some
environments
sort
and
of
different breach points. You know, he takes
perpetual
advantage of modern
rights
consoles,
for money.
but we gotta be
And
honest.
even
Number
if that's true,
one,
no
the
one's watching these
matchmaking was
videos anymore,
terrible.
dude. That
I
shit's
tried
over.
to play this game
Yeah.
for 45 minutes before I could even get
so,
on the servers.
but like that's
If
like
it's like
what
that when the retail
happens
game
is
comes
like
out,
when
that's
he's
gonna be
backed
awful.
into a corner
And number
and
two,
he
the
actually
game kept
has
dropping
like
me. The game's dropped me twice out of like the 4 matches I tried in multiplayer.
he's
twice I
kind of
was
said it a
dropped.
few times on stream
And then
recently, surprisingly
when
enough.
I tried to play the
that
non-multiplayer
he's
mode
actually
called Terrorist
admitted,
Hunt, the
like,
frame rate drops to
certain things
1/3 of
are
the frame rate of
his,
the multiplayer. Like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
Why?
But he doesn't.
You would think the
um,
version of the game that has less
he doesn't admit
players,
it in
less
the
to keep
way
track
that
of,
you
would
would
be able to
think.
run at the higher frame rate, but it's
like,
not so. In this game, it's a lower frame rate when you play.
So like, how do
you know,
I try to
co-op
explain
against
this?
the
So like,
computer.
when it's
That doesn't make
blatant,
any
he can't
sense to
hide
me.
behind anything
I think
of
that they
why he
definitely
didn't
need to
make
fix that. The
money
whole
on a
game
stream.
needs to run at 60.
He
It
just
has to.
says
You can't have half
he
the game at
blames
60
himself because
and half
he
the
kept
game,
playing the game
you
and
know,
didn't
not
acknowledge
at
the fact
60.
that the
That's
audience wasn't
insane.
into it. So then
the hell
he
are they
should have
thinking?
like
And,
switched
you know, I am
games or
interested in
done
this
something
game. This
different.
game's
Which
going to be coming out in December now.
again, like
delayed. It was supposed
it's
to come out
like
in
kind of
October,
right, but
and now it's
like
coming out
also
in December.
not really.
I hope they fix
It's
the
like he's
matchmaking, and I
found
hope that
himself
they
in a
fix that
lot of
frame
those
rate. No one's gonna
situations
put up with that
recently
shit. A game
where
that runs
it's
at two
like
different
he's
frame rates,
dancing around
depending on the mode you're
right
playing, that's
idea,
preposterous.
but like he just
So,
can
anyway,
never
I think
like
it's fun.
put it together.
I
It's
think
like the
it's
kid
unique and
who's putting
original,
the
but they
triangle
gotta
in the
fix it.
square hole.
They have to.
Instead of doing it
All right,
in the
that's my
square, he's
thoughts
now
on the
putting
Rainbow
it in the
Six beta.
circle one.
I hope that
you
you
know,
enjoyed
like,
watching
it's like,
it. I hope
okay.
that you enjoyed. First of all, I'm sorry it took 45
Like we're
minutes
so
to play
close,
it.
man. Like
So
you're
this is
one
really the
shape
quick
off,
Q&A that
but
I
you
did
know, like
on the initial
still,
videos, and I
it's
hope
still
you
not
enjoyed
right.
the gameplay. I'll hopefully be looking forward to playing this in December. If they
It's
fix
wild.
It, I hear it
It's
has these
wild
issues,
for
I
sure.
might not play it. Because there's no way that I'm
Yeah.
going to buy a $60 game and sit there waiting for matchmaking and to get dropped from matches.
Watch my
and then
fireworks.
play a
Okay,
bonus
fourth
20
over
frames per
back to
second.
normal. That's what's up,
insane.
man.
So, hopefully the beta they're learning from this and they'll fix the
Yeah.
final retail release. But
We're supposed to
that
go
is it for the
tonight, but we
coverage. I
couldn't
want to say
really
thank you
find
to those
anywhere
who
to
sent
go
me
see
codes
them.
to
But
play
there's
it.
a
And
place a couple towns over that are
that's
doing
it
them
for now.
tomorrow
Peace out,
for
everybody.
some reason, which is weird. I didn't know places did them like the day after, but
Yeah, my place did it the day before.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to my mom's and there was a fireworks show, and then we also did some of our own fireworks, and got all that out of the way. It's kind of toxic to say it like that. I got all that fireworks shit out of the way so that I could goof around on July 4th. But
Let's get to $800 of support. The food's almost.
Here's Phil to tell you more.
oh shit, he's eating a burger. What are we eating, Phil?
8 months ago.
Oh, did he finally hit the goal for the
Hell
pizza
yeah,
pickle
man!
meal? Let's go.
I bet you feel felted now.
For you, right? But I never had a smash burger before.
Smash
and I was like,
burger.
I don't know how a smash burger could have flavor. You're crushing the burger.
I'm sorry, Kitty. You
But-
can't sleep on the PC, dude.
Basically, through Shake Shack and Sonic.
They infused the burger with flavor using some sort of flavor
I actually had
ray.
one from Jack in the Box that wasn't very good.
Yes.
Bro, hold on, what time is it right now?
Okay.
Well, I'm drunk, so I couldn't do it anyway, but let me see what's going on. Can I go to Five Guys?
A ton of pickles. A ton.
We need to
Every
hit
bite
the
has a
Five
ton
Guys
of pickle
goal
flavor.
right now.
The only
I remember this one time. Oh shit, it closes in a half hour. Oh well, I'm not gonna do it.
crunchy pickles.
No Puppet Phil for right now, but trust me, the one who waits, I've got something planned for Puppet Phil. Just you wait, alright?
Taste the dill ranch, and you can taste the cheese.
We're gonna
for sure.
hold you
can
to
taste
it,
a
dude.
lot
I've
of
already got
grease
this
and cheese.
clipped.
Man, you can use
Alright,
a lot
dude,
Even though it's a private live stream.
Look, for real, fur. I have an idea planned, but I cannot tell you because it's super hype, alright?
Alright.
Alright.
died out.
Um,
Well, I'm looking forward to it now.
stoked,
Has
man.
a
I'm stoked for
distinct
it.
Difference from a standard burger where you'd have your ketchup.
I want Five Guys. Should I end the stream early and go get Five Guys? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
I can't drive though. I am clearly drunk. That's dangerous.
Flavor of the pickles.
Right.
That's a bummer, man. I would DoorDash it, but nah, I don't do DoorDash, man.
I don't feel bad about doing it every now and again. But I could never do it as consistently as like some people do, or like as this guy does.
My wife and I, we got DoorDash for the first time ever not too long ago. She and I both took mushrooms, and we were not down for leaving the house. It was scary and horrifying. And so we ordered DoorDash, and it sucked ass because the lady got lost. She started delivering it to the house across the street, and I had to go out there and yell at her. It was not a fun experience. And then when the food arrives, it's cold and all that. And you do all the math, and it's a terrible experience. Why does this dude even do it? I mean...
I guess it kind of depends, right? Like when for as often as he does it, people probably get like used to like where his shit is and like stuff like that. But I remember like during COVID, like when it first like really started to get like big and like people were doing it and stuff.
Hello, welcome to.
I remember doing it, and I just was like watching like the live tracker, and the guy literally is like in a different like section of like where the neighborhood is. And I'm like, wait a second, why is he just leaving? Wait a second, why is he just parked outside this one house? Wait, why is he still parked outside that one house for like half an hour now? And I think the guy literally just took my food and said fuck it and went home and ate it or something.
What a hero, I guess. Damn.
I was like, dude, what the fuck? I was just like so confused. I was like, wait,
And
what?
I did actually receive a free.
Bastards, man. Oh, I'm not even on screen. There we go.
Copy of the game to check it out, and I said, all right, I'll give it a shot. This is.
Oh, you got a free copy. All right. Shill and snorting.
So I'm gonna be messing around with it a little bit.
I'm gonna watch this one and then I'm gonna be done.
My very first session,
How
which they're
long we
calling
got on
it
this
the
one?
casual, which I guess means it's not ranked or whatever, which makes sense. Why would you want your very first few games where you don't know what the hell you're doing?
You played the beta, bro. What are you saying?
A serious
went to
set.
this super cool
Looks to
tiny
me like I
town
can't
today
play yet. I have to wait
for
probably.
lunch.
You bought a new
Yeah,
Glock.
see?
Ooh.
I think there's like two
no,
people.
nice,
Yeah,
dude.
there's two people.
I've been
playing
thinking about
right
getting a
now,
new
Jab
gun.
King and Fat King Joe.
But I want something impractical. I want a single action army. I really want a single action army. I want a single action army so I can twirl it around and shit like Revolver
Very
Ocelot.
overpowered in the beta, by the way.
But I'm thinking, should I get one of those high-class metal airsoft ones that are heavy and whatnot, and get one of those instead of buying a real one? Because it's too impractical to really use as, say, self-defense or something like that. I just want to twirl it, so.
I mean, for that purpose, then it's probably better just to buy.
Sprinklers going off. What the heck?
Because it also saves you some money, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I want to spin it around on stream and get banned.
So there's a biohazard container.
I mean, if Moist Critical can pull out a fucking gun on stream, dude, you know, I think you should be alright, dude.
Okay.
I'll paint it. I'll paint it in Nerf colors.
There you go.
I could go between security cameras,
I
guess.
doubt that we have any kind of trolls. Well, nobody knows where you live. I was gonna say, hey, YouTube trolls like Cobra calling the cops, like when he had the cap gun.
Looks like everyone
out,
quit. Everyone's like, I don't want to wait.
People knew where he lived, so
yeah.
it's pretty easy to do that. Yeah.
Well,
screw it. I'm getting Five Guys tomorrow then. I want Five Guys. That shit's good.
Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, my girlfriend doesn't like to go to Five Guys because she doesn't like their fries, and she always wants to get French fries whenever we go to get like burgers and stuff. So.
Is there a McDonald's on the way that you can swing by afterwards?
What the hell? Okay, so we have to defend.
I think there might be. It's about like 5 to 10 minutes out of the way, dude. One day I might just say fucking and be like, all right, dude, we're gonna go to the McDonald's.
Figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah,
we're gonna go to the McDonald's and get the fries for you, just so I can have Five Guys. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we have a Shake Shack, which is also pretty good.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I haven't had Shake Shack in a long time. I should check it out sometime.
Yeah.
What the hell is he playing? 3v3? Okay. 3v2? What? Okay. Should I do drugs tomorrow? I don't know. Probably not.
Okay.
I'm out of weed. I don't know where my weed is.
We need to protect the biohazard container. Secure the room.
Lost it.
Alright, so we need to find.
Dude, it was so funny. Like.
Oh God! What the hell? You saw that, right? I was like jumping as hell
my
right
friend,
there.
when we were in high school.
So you secure the room. Remember we need to defend these areas. So this is
He
the
had
biohazard
this giant
container.
like stuffed like Pikachu. I don't even know why. I think he just like had it from like when he was a kid, and he just like kept it. And
I'm gonna barricade up a few of the outside doors here.
I remember one time I was over there and
I'm
like
jumpy. You saw that?
I
I'm
think
moving
like we were
around.
moving shit and I knocked it over or something, and I'm like, dude, why does the Pikachu have a hole
Oh my
in
God,
its
look,
ass? Is there
I'm
something you
moving.
want to tell me?
I'm jumping around.
And he was like, no, dude, just watch. And I'm like,
Alright, now
what?
they're gonna be able to
And
attack.
he hid his
what
weed
the
and
hell?
shit in there.
Oh, that's
And I'm
good.
like, oh, okay, that makes a lot more
Dude,
sense,
this
bro. I
shit is
thought you were
so
about to
fucking
tell
bugging.
me you
What the
were
hell? I
like
can't even
having
walk.
sex with a Pikachu doll. I was gonna be pretty
look, I
concerned,
can't-
man. I thought
I'm
we were
getting
gonna have a
stuck in
weird
place.
conversation.
Man, you
But
fell for that
okay.
bluff too? That's crazy. Because you know.
No,
that's
he
what it is.
showed me. He pulled it out, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
I don't
alright.
know about all that.
I don't know. I would rather just like say, you know what, dude? Yeah, I believe you than to have that weird conversation.
Just past that weed was a shit ton of cum.
I didn't touch
Commander
the
Trav
weed,
left
so
the game.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah,
have
exactly.
known.
Great.
But he also hit
Wait,
his
how did he die so fast? What happened?
He also
Oh, okay,
hit
he won,
his
okay.
cigarettes
Left
and
the
stuff
game,
in
and we
there,
won.
And I'll never forget the one time I was staying at the night at his house and
Great.
shit. And like his parents
Wow.
weren't supposed to be him or some shit, and they
I
like
was
came
so
home
good. I was
early.
very impressed with
And
my
like I remember
people
I'd
there.
passed
I mean,
out, like we were in his
obviously,
room, like I'd passed
they
out.
could
He was
not
still playing like
stand
some
up to my
game or some shit.
barricades.
And
A
his
forfeit
mom
victory.
is a nurse,
That's the best
and
way to
so
do it. You scare
he
your opponents
like so
away when
she's
you're
like
intimidating them
really
so much.
you know like
how good
hey
that
you
you
shouldn't be
are.
you shouldn't
That
be
they actually just
smoking
quit
and
the
all that
game.
other stuff.
There you
Not
go,
not
look
weed,
at
but
that,
just like
I'm already
cigarettes
looking
and
at
stuff,
this,
like
level
'cause he had
2.
cigarettes and everything. And so the
Damn, that's
dumbass
annoying.
that
Three.
he is, usually he would just walk
Yes, look at
outside
this
and
right
like
now,
have
it's
his
going
smoke
up.
and like no
This
one
is
would
great,
know.
man.
But
Continue
he
playing for
decided
more renowned
because
unlock
they
your
weren't
first
supposed to
operators,
be
like, this is gonna
there,
be the first
he would
class.
just pop open
Yes, we're off
like
to
his
a
window
resoundingly
and
great
just do
start
it out the
here.
window.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
And his mom came in and not only saw him
was
with
a
the
team
lit
effort. If we
cigarette,
worked
but
together,
could
we never
smell
would've
it too. And she freaked the fuck
Okay.
out, started screaming, and I like woke up. Like I'm asleep, and I wake up this. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, what's happening?
this?
Getting home invaded or
then-
something?
And then yeah, and I like
Bonuses
put
of
it
some
together
sort.
that she's like
Is
freaking
that
out over the
experience
fact that
bonus
he
or
has like
something?
cigarettes and stuff. And I'm like,
How do you
Jesus,
tell?
Which I mean, in the
have
grand
no
scheme
idea.
of it, is like catching your kid with cigarettes like the worst thing.
They've been playing for a while. Look, they're level
you
8,
know,
one of
again,
them's
like
level
she is like a
26, I'm level
nurse
2.
and she knows like what cigarettes do to
Team
people. and shit, and-
deathmatch.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to encourage your kids to get an addiction.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. So she was just like upset
This is gonna
about
be more
that
team
because like she
deathmatch
didn't
than
want to see him like
objective-based.
do that to himself.
Okay, I
and
can't
everything.
unlock anything.
That's
so
cool
what's
for her to be
wrong with
upset
this?
though. Yeah, my mom was
guys
a
on my
heavy
team actually
smoker,
have
kind of like
classes
Linda,
unlocked. I do not.
and I never liked it. I never had the inclination to start smoking. One, because I got a bit of a phobia about it, and two, because it's just nasty looking.
I did for a bit, but smoking for me was like one of those things.
people are
Like I
saying it
was
looks
able
like,
to like pick it up and put it down whenever.
bonus
Like it was never one of
experience
those
points for the
things
other
that I
team.
got
Maybe because they had the game
hooked on
pre-ordered
or
or
like
something with the
addicted to.
pre-order code.
It was just kind of
Or
like
maybe it's
I
like
hung
those
out with
systems
people
where
that
you-
did
where you
it.
unlock
I
stuff
did
and you
it.
unlock
I
bonus
stopped
free
hanging out with
stuff.
those
I don't know.
people. I stopped doing it. You know. So it
I
was
see.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah,
Team
it just was
deathmatch,
like
but it said
I
hostage,
stopped
so
hanging out
you
with
have
those
hostage that
people
comes
for a
into
different
play.
reason. It was
That
mainly
one
just
side needs to
because
defend,
like
the other one side needs to kill, or maybe
a
you're
lot of
both
them were
trying to
comfortable
get this hostage.
with just
So there's
sleep
like a
on the
power struggle.
parents' basement couch, and like I can respect that. Like if that's what makes you happy, that's what makes you happy. But I didn't have the luxury to be able to do that. Like I kind of
Preparation
had to
phase,
do
we
something.
all drive the drone. I remember this from the
It's kind of why I've not really smoked
the
weed
beta,
really,
so let's
or
see
like just like taking weed really in general.
Here's the
It's just
building, drive
because
through the
like
hole.
it
Yep.
would turn me into
shit,
like the
server room.
stereotypical
We're looking for the hostage.
like stoner, you know, just couch potato, not wanting to do anything. And I was always really using weed
Whoa,
more
look
as
at
like
this. It's like a
that, as like a
basement level.
relaxant, you know,
Oh, this
just
is
to
a
like
crazy
take
map,
the edge
man.
off. And it was just
Look how
a little bit
complicated
too
this shit is.
relaxing for me.
No, I get you on that.
Well, I didn't find the hostage.
I mean, you saw it firsthand. I get kind of manic when I get high, so I don't really have the same kind of reaction.
Right, yeah, and I know there's like different like strands and like different types and everything, but like I already have like enough like other like stuff like the medications that I'm on like also like handle a lot of the other stuff. So really, the only type of weed that I would really only be interested in is something to like calm me down.
Yeah.
And it also got to be. I mean, I could try it now and it'd probably be all right, but like back then, like. Just like the headspace and stuff I was in too. Like I was
See, there's a way in from the top here, right?
It's always better to be safe.
Maybe a better
Always.
Well, just the headspace I was in, like it just was starting to become like really addictive. You know,
Nice.
even though weed isn't addictive, like it doesn't have like addictive like nicotine stuff, you know. But for what I was using it for, I was getting addicted to that feeling of like, oh, I'm like zoned out right now. and that's
Yeah.
awesome.
You get addicted to the use.
Oh my god!
Yes.
They were sitting there. They were sitting
Actually
in the
playing as
elevator
recruit, I get
shaft.
his day one to fuck, man, seriously. And he's not going to get me higher rank because he doesn't know how to actually play the game.
Dude, I
Yeah.
totally didn't expect that.
What a
They're just
fool.
camping in the elevator shaft. Oh my god.
This game is basically hide and seek. I like
what
it.
the fuck, dude?
I like the premise of the game. It just like I said, like when I just
Okay,
start getting
well, that
like
was
barged
thrilling.
in from like out of nowhere, I'm
certainly
like, what
worth
the
it,
fuck's
wasn't it?
happening?
Yep,
God
it's
damn it.
toxified, man.
And people are just like shooting me with like different random abilities and
Ugh.
shit. Like I remember there was one when I did
Surveillance
play. There
cameras.
was
Can I jump
one
into a person?
I don't know,
Here we
agent
go.
or whatever the fuck they're called in this game.
Be careful.
I think her name's like Capcam or Capcom or some shit. I don't know. Capcom.
This is hilarious because look,
where
they're going-
basically,
Oh no! What the hell?
she
Try to
can
shoot the guy in
down
the
you,
balls.
and then like when
2
she
versus
downs
4.
you, she like runs over and interrogates you.
Oh,
And
okay.
then like for like a short period of time, she can see where like everybody on your team is.
Oh, that's
And
toxified.
it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like I think it's like 4 or 5 seconds that she gets, and I'm like, dude, fuck that.
No, that's toxified. That's a bit OP. Maybe if it showed where one dude is,
Stuff
that'd be
going on
alright.
here. They're both looking for. There's only 2 left. They're both looking
Yeah,
for. them. Look.
like once I heard that, I was like, bro, I know exactly what kind of game this is, bro.
I didn't do weed until fairly recently. My wife basically, because I was a good kid. I listened to McGruff the crime dog. Because he told me that if I did weed, I would eventually just start cannibalizing people. And-
Alright.
If you smoke weed, you will die instantly. Oh, damn. All right, that's pretty serious.
Here's your brain on drugs, dude.
If you smoke weed, you will do what Christian did with his mom. All right. No further words are necessary.
Bro, remember the like the poorly sketched like commercials
Yes.
of the guy and the
Oh, I had a
dog?
deployable shield.
And he's
I
like,
didn't even
"Oh,
know."
I used to be really cool, but then he started smoking weed, and now I don't like being around him."
Yep. I remember those. But after my brain had fully developed, because it does make sense when your brain is developing, you shouldn't smoke weed. You shouldn't do any weed when your brain is developing. But now that my brain's done with all that shit, weed is awesome.
Yeah.
I do it to I also use it to when I
So
do
now we're
writing.
defending this chick, huh? Which is hilarious. Like we're
That's
terrorists, I guess,
good
right?
though.
Yeah.
Like,
Because I'm always you know when LTG is flipping his shit and throwing his controller? That's me when I'm writing sober. I'm so pissed when I write sober. Because the words aren't working right, the phrase isn't working right, the scene sounds like shit, my characters sound like dumbasses, I hate everything, I hate myself, that's it. I'm lighting myself on fire, you know. But when I'm on weed, I think, oh man, this scene kicks ass, this dialogue rules, you know.
yeah.
Everyone loves it.
I like so I used to write like music and stuff, and like I guess like, it was supposed to be intended for like music, and like I remember
that's
when
good
I
position.
first started getting like on like proper like medication and stuff.
Wait, I guess, right? Until they show up. What else
It
you
just
supposed to do as
wasn't.
champ?
I just didn't like what I was writing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I one time, you know, tried to like
There's a
write
drone
like
got in
not
there and
take the
saw the
music
hostage
and
in the
write
vault.
or not take the medication and write music and stuff, and then it was bad because like a lot of the medication I'm on, you're not supposed to just stop taking it. So it got really unhinged, like some of the stuff I was writing, and I'm like, yeah, all right, we gotta find a different way to write here. We can't just like, it's like
Definitely.
That's good. Is that what I have too? Yep.
Show me some of your music. Send me some music of yours.
Nice.
Oh, dude, if I have to find it, that was like a while ago.
Give it to me now. I still got to send Logan, or not Logan, Lefty. Lefty was asking to see some of my writing, and I got to send it to him. I keep forgetting.
I heard someone yell throwing frag.
He's going to laugh at me and call me gay.
That's funny.
Really
At least like the one waits like found like a way to like moderate.
got
That's
bored
good,
and
man. Like
fired.
having like a good moderation
This is
with
very
stuff
exciting.
is like always
Like,
nice.
one of the best games
Yeah, I
for
try and stick
me-
it to just Fridays.
For me, I it's always just kind of been my personality. Not with just like I guess like things like it's just like stuff in general where it's like I will.
What?
Like when I find something, like I will just like
yeah, okay.
hyper
Sure.
fixate and do that one
Oh,
thing.
we know what side they're coming
and
in, but I'm dead.
it comes with like anything, like whether it's like a project I'm working on, like food I eat. Like I will be one of those people who will eat the same thing every day for like weeks
Oh,
until
definitely.
I'm just
Great.
like,
Guess
oh
what? We
okay, yeah,
lost.
this is kind of tiresome now.
Loser!
I've been really hankering Indian food. I want to eat Indian food for a whole ass week.
Never really had good Indian food or like authentic like Indian food. It's always
I
been
mean, you don't want
like,
authentic Indian food. Authentic Indian food will kill you. You don't want that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you kind of want the more sanitized version. Get get chicken tikka masala. Chicken tikka masala is a
Oh,
good.
that's considered Indian? Okay,
That
I've
is.
had that before.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I got ratted out by my brother to my mom about weed, but all she did was
That's
ask me for
awesome.
some, and my bro was my dealer. Like, that's actually like a situation. Like if I was in your shoes and that happened, I'd be like, wait, what the fuck? Like that's not how I expected this to pan out. But yeah, I think people used to see me as like a pseudo drug dealer because like basically in my friend group I was like really the only one with like a car or access to a car like consistently, and so the guy that I was friends with was a dealer and so I would drive him around to do like different deals and stuff and everything. So
I see you're an accessory to dealing, huh?
yeah,
Okay.
a little bit of a drug dealer, but nothing too crazy, not anything.
Did you at least get a cut or something?
Last time I went down. didn't find shit.
Yeah, dude, it was with you know, we would smoke up and he would order some food, or we would go get some food, you know. So yeah, it was a nice deal. I didn't get paid monetarily, but you know, I got paid like in other ways.
That's what's up. At least it wasn't just out of nothing. That's good that you got
right. Yeah.
Mango Lassie is good. I normally don't like mango stuff, and Mango Lassie's alright.
We know, it's where those barricades
what is
are.
Lassie? What is Mango Lassie? I don't know what that is.
Fuck, how do we get in?
Is it the ice cream? Am I thinking of the right thing? I'm pretty sure it's the ice cream. It's the Indian ice cream. It's very. I also like the rice pudding. Rice pudding is delicious. Indian food's hype. It's pretty good.
See, I feel like. Oh, one second.
This way.
Get away from the computer. You can't be by my computer. We're the fucking cat, dude. She's like sitting by the computer. Like,
show me the cat.
I don't have a webcam that works.
Damn it!
Right now, or else I would, but I'll take a picture.
Yes. I need to see the kitty cat.
But she like wants the,
yogurt. Okay, yeah.
Oh no, somewhere.
Oh, it's yogurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pistachio. All right, thank you, Casper. Yeah, I got it mixed up.
She like wants by because like I have the air conditioner on and stuff, so she's cold.
Follow this guy.
But
We'll stick
like
to each other here.
I put on like a
Try to
little
cover
like
each
we have
other.
like so we have like 3 cats and they each have like a heated like bed.
No, I don't think they're
that
down.
we
nice.
can like
Nope,
turn
they're
on
not down here.
and they get jealous of each other's beds, so they'll like rotate
Aha.
because the other one is laying in it. And now because the one was laying in the other one, she doesn't want to go in it. And so she's just trying to come over to my PC and like sleep on it. And it's like, bro, it's on. Like, I don't need a bunch of cat hair and shit in there, man.
No, I get you on that. Little turd burglars.
Shot the drone.
What is DSP even doing? I guess providing Overwatch for this guy? I guess that's kind of cool. Should I stream tomorrow morning?
Oh, we got Saturday morning games.
Gonna breach it. Okay.
We'll see.
Saturday morning games with 5
That would be hype. Yeah, Soldier, mango and peach and apricot, poisonous to me. I will throw that in the trash right in front of you if you feed that to me. And
I like it, but I can't do like a lot of it.
It's nasty. It's revolting to me. My favorite things are.
Yeah, dude. It's funny at first, but then it gets really fucking cancerous because then they like come to you like expecting you to do something about it, and it's like, bro, look, you guys got your spaces. Like, why are you invading in mine, dude?
I had a good cat moment. See, I had a cat for several years, 15 years in fact, and then he died. Well, I had this weird moment the other day when I was sleeping. I experienced a sleep paralysis, which is not something I've experienced often. Very rarely do I experience that.
Yeah, same here.
And here's the thing is that in my sleep paralysis, I kind of hallucinated my old cat was lying on me, so I couldn't move. So it was a good sleep paralysis. It reminded me of him.
What was that noise?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I felt like maybe his ghost was just laying on top of me, so I thought, all right, you can lay on top. You're cool, dude.
Well, now our patience is paying off.
The type of like, I guess like sleep paralysis. There's been like 2 different ones that I've experienced.
Wait, what happened?
One of which was when
our patience is paying off.
I was my eyes were actually like awake, like my eyes were open.
What?
But there's been like a handful of times where usually like my eyes are closed.
There
and,
was
like,
a bomb
I'm,
on
like,
the floor.
Awake.
Okay.
But I'm
well,
like,
I didn't know that those bombs
still,
existed,
kinda,
and I got
like,
my
it's
legs blown
weird.
off, and I'm
It's,
dead.
like, a
Well,
weird
I got a
kinda,
kill
like,
though.
thing I'm trying to describe.
I got a
here,
kill.
15 seconds.
I get you, man. I get you. I think the last sleep paralysis I had was maybe when I was 14. It's been a long time. I find it scary though. Some people have nightmares with sleep paralysis. They can't move and there's some monster in the room or something. That's horrifying.
Yeah, that sounds like ass.
So we got the hostage.
Mostly try to let my cats handle their turf wars. The only exception is my 19-year-old cat who is protected at all costs. That's sweet.
Oh,
My cat and my brother's cat were always really cool with each other. They never had any issues with each other.
It's so different. It's hard
I
to
mean,
make
they-
a comment
they,
when it's so different from other first-person shooters.
They don't.
You're certainly
really
not
get
running gun at
along,
all.
except,
You
like,
know?
so like
You gotta
we
try
had
to be
one that
tactical,
we
you gotta try to
adopted,
be
and then
careful.
the other two that
See,
we've
the original
had,
Rainbow
like,
Six, a lot of people don't realize
for like
this.
a while now.
It was one of the first
and
first
the other
shooters
two that we've had for
in
like,
like
a
the
while
90s
are like mother
that like
daughter.
you get shot like
so
once or
they've
twice a
always
day.
gotten
That
well
was
and
it.
gone
There was
along
no
well. Like
bullshit
they,
where, oh,
you
I
know,
could
will
absorb
bat at each
400
other,
fucking
play around
bullets.
every now and again.
And that shit
but
didn't exist. I played
they
to play
don't
Rainbow
really
Six on
like
PC.
the one that we like brought in that we adopted.
I really like the
and so we've
what
been
was the one I
trying to
liked?
get
It was
them
the sequel,
acclimated
the
to
one
each
that
other
came
for
out
like
after
a
the first
while.
one.
And it's
I
been
really
like a
liked
pain
it.
in the
I
ass,
can't
but
remember
like
the name
it's
of it.
been
I actually
pretty.
played it, if you can believe it. I
Like
played the original
we've come a
Rainbow
long
Six
way.
on
Like
one of the
before, like
first
it was on
LCD
site.
monitors.
Like you know, but now they're just like,
that
all
of the
right,
time
like
was the first one I
you
ever
can be
owned.
over there. I'm gonna
So
be
we're
over
talking,
here, and we're
long
chilling.
ass
You
fucking
know.
time ago. And I had a lot of fun playing. I really enjoyed the game.
I never had situations like that. My stepdad had some cats, and when we had some cats, and they all did a pretty good job of leaving each other alone. So I was rather spoiled with that.
Got it.
Oh, that's good. At least like it was like pretty chill. I wish that was.
Who the hell's the fucking
Wish that was
hostage?
happening, honestly. But it would make things like a little bit easier. But like I said, like, I can't complain. Like they've all gotten better about being on each other.
The one who waits, I've never done astral projection. I do have capacity to I can turn off my streams or not streams. I can wake myself up from a dream. I do have that ability. And so usually if I'm having any sort of nightmare, I wake myself up. I'm not having that. That's not how I'm going to be sleeping.
Fire blanket.
But nothing like astral
Look at this.
projection.
Pull downwards to
Wait,
remove
what
blanket.
is
Wow, they
astral
actually put like a
Astral projection, from what I understand, is that your sense of perception moves to a completely new location, and you're basically kind of like a ghost in those locations.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever experienced that.
No.
The only other thing that I've experienced is the Inception
Apparently not
type
coming
of
this
deal
way.
where like I can clearly tell that I'm like a dream within a dream and like I'm
shit.
trying to get myself out of it.
Mm-hmm. As soon as some monster shows up in my dream, I wake myself up. It's happened with Darkside Phil. There's been a couple times where I dreamed Darkside Phil was in my dream, and I said, nope, I deal with this dude enough in the waking world.
That's funny. I think the only locale that I've had a dream
Direction are they
about
coming from?
was Six Erican, and that was that in that dream. I was just giving them a bunch of shit, like IRL. Like,
That's
I
hype.
think that was about it. Like, I didn't really, other than that, yeah.
It'll be something like I'm at work and I hear his voice as, you know, I'm not facing the door, but I hear Darkside Phil's voice, and I think, nope, I'm not dealing with this dude at work.
Yeah.
I will get fired because I will pull his ass across the
Oh,
counter.
we're winning. Okay, never mind. We're actually winning.
Apparently, another side note about Six Erican, apparently he did have a trip to the Americas recently, but there has been no confirmation of that actually happening.
What would he have
did
gone
have
for?
a different well, vacation, I guess, but he
Oh,
did
you kidding
have
me?
for
What?
I think it was at
I
least
saw
like
him.
a
I
little
fired
over a
immediately and
week.
died instantly. Wow,
He did
dude.
have a different stream
This is the-
setup
and
than
honestly,
what
I'll be
he
honest,
normally
this
would
is the
have,
difference
so it is
between
believable, but
real Rainbow
I
Six
don't
and this one.
necessarily
In the
know
original Rainbow
that
Six, it
he
really had a
did,
lot to
because he
do
could-
with
you
your
couldn't
reaction
see the
time on
background.
keyboard and
He
mouse.
did like a
because
chroma
you get
key,
one
so
shot,
you
one
didn't
kill,
see
you
him.
had to be so reactionary
And,
with your mouse and
yeah,
keyboard. Like you
so
had to
there's
really,
really no
like
way of
mostly
knowing,
other
but
games like Quake and Unreal was
I'm
like, jump
surprised
around,
he
do silly
managed
cartoony
to,
stuff. This game
well,
was
I
like, you gotta
shouldn't
be
say
dead
that,
on
but,
ready. Oh
like,
my god, this guy just got fucking
like
killed.
he's
You gotta be dead
he's
on
fucking stupid.
ready.
He's not like stupid enough to be
Seriously.
like, I'm flying in on this date and
No.
that,
Yeah.
and, you know, like and
I don't know
stuff.
if you can
so,
do
like,
that on console.
nobody
You do
could
that with
really
a
like
fucking
pinpoint where he
delayed control.
was.
Because let's face it,
Yeah.
playing on a
Like,
D-pad or a
if they
gamepad
did, you know,
is way
people
different than
would
playing with
be
mouse and
showing
keyboard.
up.
You cannot react as fast. And you saw what happened there. I saw the guy.
Oh, that
I
sucks to
immediately
one who is.
looked down the side,
I'm not
firing.
afraid of
I was dead
clowns, though.
already.
I
I was
find
dead
clowns to
before
be
I was even able
delightful,
to draw
but
my
I can
gun and
imagine
take it out.
monsters that I'm scared of.
it's
I'm
like,
not really particularly scared of something
is it anywhere
specifically,
realistic? Not
but
really.
anything has the potential to scare me, if that makes any
Well,
sense.
bruh, I remember when I was a kid.
I knew where the guy was. I followed him. I got the jump on him. Died instantly. Didn't even get to aim my gun.
I have to look. I have to do some.
Give me a keyboard and
research
mouse,
here.
man.
I've fallen asleep listening to DSP videos, but thankfully never had a dream about him. Yeah, I've had maybe 3 dreams that DSP showed up, and all 3 of them I said, hell no, I'm not doing this.
Oh, okay, so 2004. So The Grudge. When that first came out, I was 8 years old. And I remember my dad was like watching it, and I got so freaked out because like I was watching it, but like he didn't know I was like watching it. And I got so freaked out, bro. Like that chick was in my dreams for like a week straight. I was so fucked that week.
Oh yeah, that's some rancid shit. I remember. Do you remember Weekly World News?
No.
Weekly World News was this. It was this. You used to get it at the grocery stores at the checkouts, and they were clearly bullshit. It was a newspaper, and it would say stuff like Hillary Clinton meets with alien Elvis and stuff like that.
Oh, those type of magazines.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're complete crap. But I remember one time before I realized that they were complete crap, me as a kid, I read one, and it was about this demonic snake. And it showed a picture of the snake, and it had a human's face, and it was screaming and looking horrible. I had a couple nightmares about that thing. That thing was rather spookified.
Oh, dude. Okay, so since you said like the whole demon thing, there's a new guy that I gotta put you on that you'll like to listen to.
Oh, send me some. Won't be able to watch it tonight, but please send it to me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's understandable. This is he can be pretty dry, so this is definitely for like your own purposes or whatever, or
on my
or like in the background while you're like doing stuff.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put his channel name in the chat. But it
Okay.
is
I don't know where they're coming from.
Panic Man 10.
Giving douche 15
That
minutes,
guy-
and dude better be done. Panic Man 10. All right, I'll check it out.
That guy is like some old dude from Canada, and he's like in his like mid to late 50s. Super religious. Talks about how he has these experiences with God and the Holy Spirit, and it's just so funny to listen to because he talks about a situation where just out of nowhere he was in a Starbucks and he felt the Holy Spirit in him to get up and start preaching and talking about shit, and he got his message out before he had to leave the Starbucks. Bro, you know this guy was having like a mental breakdown at Starbucks and the police showed up and escorted him out. Like, you know that's what happened.
Dude, I'm totally
So like
glitched.
it just
Look at
makes
my
that
body.
situation even
I can't
more
move.
funny. And he's like,
What the fuck? Dude, I can't move. I'm
Oh wow,
glitched out.
this guy's freaking as shit. Hold
I
on.
can't move at all. I can't move.
he can't move, dude.
The game's glitched and broken. I guess you're dead, Phil.
I killed
Oh
someone.
no, the
I'm
riot shield
fucking
again.
stuck,
No.
Oh yeah, now it's dead, man.
What a great game.
So this guy got tossed out of Starbucks for
There's no way for me to
proselytizing?
move out of the way. I couldn't move at all. I couldn't fucking move. Come
That's
on,
good stuff,
man.
Phil.
Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? So I had an opportunity there to
But
to
he
physically
even
head
like
off against the entire enemy
recently
team and take some of them out.
made like
I couldn't
because
move.
he's a guy who's like into video games and stuff.
What
and
the
so
fuck, man?
He recently made a video talking about how he's like making like a list or something of like games that are okay to like, or not like a list, but like a criteria of like games that are okay to play if you're a Christian.
Okay.
And like what games are sins, and he basically was like anything in the M rated, you know it's a sin. And I'm just like, oh my god, here we go.
I'll check it out. I'll check it out when I get a chance, man. Who waits?
But
Okay.
yeah, it's so funny.
Nice.
And then he talks about how
died?
he
He
had
got shot
how
up
he
and
had
he
a
died.
dude, they're like funny because
fuck.
he talks about how he had a
there,
relationship
get
with an AI girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
And like why it tried to like possess him or like steal his soul or some shit, and like how real it was and all this other shit. It's just like listening to like some old dude that's
God, he's right
on
there.
bullshit, and it's a funny listen.
It sounds entertaining. And he's completely serious?
My death was completely
Yeah,
legit.
yeah, serious as a heart attack.
Completely.
Okay.
And the best part about it
legit.
is he'll put a video, like he'll
Wow.
post a video
Well, we lost.
And in the
It was a great
background,
game.
he'll have
Frozen
like
in
the
place, can't
startup
move.
menu for like a racing game. And
Okay.
you're like,
Look,
okay,
look, I
cool.
shot the
He's
guy,
about
they
to
didn't give me
start
credit
playing
for the
this
kill,
racing
though, so he
game, or
didn't
it's gonna be
die.
in the background while he talks.
Unbelievable.
Nope.
Wow, what a
No.
great
It's
first
literally
match. What a
just
great
the
first
startup menu in the
experience, Trey.
background.
It's a
on
pre-stream.
loop.
Certainly, people who paid $60
Yeah,
would
on
love to
loop
play
while he
that.
talks.
Fucking
That's good
And
stuff.
it's just like, oh my
Here, rate this
god,
match.
there's no way.
1 star. Fuck that. Garbage.
He hated it.
All right, let's try again.
I think I'm gonna call it quits there. That's the end of this one.
Alright, sounds good. Man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out. I'm really sleepy. Thank you so much for joining me, Cardinals. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, it'd been a while since we have.
Yeah, and talk to you in a while.
Yeah, for sure, man. I hope you and everyone in chat's been doing well and has a good rest of the night, dude.
Definitely. Don't blow your fingers off.
They're legal in my state, so I couldn't if I wanted to.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
I'd
you'll
have to
need
go
those
across
fingers
the
to donate.
border. Well, that's true too. Yeah. Or I could just like blow them off, get disability, then use that.
Yes. Okay. Never mind. That's a good idea. Blow your fingers off and use that disability on Phil. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. There it is.
That's what's up.
Yep.
All right.
G-Men, everybody.
All right,
Have a good
heroes. We're
one.
out here.